I can't see a thing.
Go on, Rita, baby. Now that sounds really groovy. I tell you what, let's sing. Well, it's nice to see Brick safe and sound. After all he's been around, and in my view he should be crowned the king of limbo. Well, he's had his ups and he's had his downs. He's had his smiles and he's had his frowns. But I still say he should be crowned the king of limbo.
What more can a poor boy do? Working for the likes of me and you. What more can a poor boy say? But I could use your help in any way. He took his courage to the brink. If it were me, I would turn to drink. Well, that's the reason I think he should be the king of limbo.
Yeah, he had to visit enough sins, but at least he kept his leggy limbs. I think that we should be crowning him the king of limbo. Take it away with you, baby. That's cool.
What more can a poor boy do? Working for the likes of me and you. What more can a poor boy say? But I could use your help in any way. We've all had fun, you must agree. Even though interactively, but now we feel that Brick should be the king of limbo. I do ups, I do be do ups, I do ups, I do be do ups, I do ups, I do be do ups, the king of limbo. I do ups, I do be do ups, I do ups, I do be do ups, I do ups, I do be do ups, king of limbo.
Alright, what is up, everybody? I'm here today with Gundam Otaku. You know, speaking of which, I was thinking the other day about how we totally need to actually, like, co-op a Gundam game sometime. How that has been, like, a suspiciously low amount, like, low priority thing we've never done.
There is a Gundam game coming out this month.
Really? What is it?
Gundam Seed.
Oh, I don't know shit about Gundam Seed, bro.
It will be pretty straightforward.
Bro's over here, like, these are all the weird Gundams I never got involved in. What the fuck is up with that Fatso statue in Times Square? Do I even need to explain why? Oh, dude, why do you, look, I know I'm a New Yorker, but do I need to explain to you every dumb thing that New York does? You know, they could be addressing crime rates, they could be addressing, like, you know, property value, they could be addressing a lot of things. What the fuck? Oh shit, cougar. Now this is something I need to address. Alright, I mauled the fucking cougar. I did it in reverse, dude.
Oh shit!
What?
The battle operation battles, the Gundam Seed game comes out the week before Memorial Day.
Isn't that like really? That's like next week, right? End of next week?
Yeah.
Good fucking god, dude.
Thank God I managed to get that Friday off before Memorial Day.
Yeah, what do you think, dude? It's a statue of who they worship. They don't really give a shit. They're just doing it just because. It is what it is. It's just another day in fucking New York. They take down a statue of someone influential and cool like the Founding Fathers, and they put up a fat black chick.
Or Ulysses S. Grant.
It's so fun.
Was it him? Was it him they took down the statue of?
Probably. I don't even. I've lost track, honestly. Why? No. Why do they spend money on it? Well, I don't know. It's possible that someone privately funded it and just was willing to pay the city to put it up, or maybe they did spend money on it. I don't fucking know, because they think they're bringing more visibility to, you know, oppressed people. It's
Remember,
really
Trump may be
stupid.
president, but DEI is still going strong.
It's a religion. Once you start to look at it like that, it makes a lot more sense. Don't worry, I don't even walk through Times Square anymore. It is what it is.
I'm all fed up.
Do you see the GTA shit, bro? I was reminded looking at the GTA shit how much I fucking love GTA 4. You know? Like, genuinely, I miss playing GTA 4 sometimes. It's just GTA 4 is very slow to get into.
We're gonna get a Bonnie and Clyde story, bro.
I have no faith in Rockstar. I have no faith that it's gonna come out on my birthday either, which is the crazy part. It'll randomly drop on my 31st birthday. Yeah, I feel like it's gonna get delayed to holiday 2026. Like, it has enough staying power, it doesn't matter what time of year they bring it out. But I think they're gonna delay it because everyone knows the holiday, you know, Q4 is where all the money is. Like, everyone knows this. This is not like some fucking secret that they just discovered, like, the year is, like, you know, 2000 or whatever. Everyone knows this.
What? GTA 6? What are you talking about, man? You gotta go get on our 360 to play GTA 4
I hate
online.
you. I hate you so fucking much, dude. That meme really fucks me up because I genuinely would like to live that meme, even though it means the vast majority of my channel would just simply cease to exist. Oh my god, fortify security on yourself? I wish I could wear, like, 10 rings, seriously. Dude, the year is Oblivion's coming out. Isn't this great, guys? Oblivion is the hottest game of the year, dude. I was wandering in a cave, and then a bunch of spriggans jumped me. God, I can't parody that shit anymore. I used to do that with Battlefield. Because the Battlefield commercials used to be so outlandishly fucking cheesy. I can't even, like, pretend to meme that shit anymore.
Dude flying a jet jumps out and rocket launchers.
They are
another
really
jet.
gonna suck that dick of that clip forever, dude. That is like... Oh my god. I didn't even know that was possible, man. Yeah, Max wasn't around when we did those clips originally. Okay. How's it really have your tax money go to pay for Fannie Willis? Isn't that Georgia? Don't you mean Letitia James? Fannie Willis is Georgia. I'm pretty sure, right? But
So.
you're basically asking me how does it feel to have my taxpayer money get wasted? That... Listen, don't you live in Washington State, bro? You're not much better off. Like, why are we... What kind of competition is this?
Listen, bro. We're getting new A trains.
Yeah, we're getting new fucking A trains. I hate them, by the way. Ooh, Fortify Health. Let's fucking go.
What, you don't like the way they look without the door separating the trade cars?
No.
What?
Wait, let me think about it. No.
Listen, bro. Train car doors are just obsolete now, bro.
You're a clown, bro. But you're a funny clown. The NYC one? Yeah, no, it is what it is. Honestly, I kind of stopped caring because it was obviously such kangaroo court political bullshit, I just didn't give a fuck. Oh, this is fucking ass.
And
this
I knew
is
Pope
trash.
was an American.
You know, the sad part is that I knew someone who was in the homeless shelter system, and one of the things that they specifically told me is that, like, a lot, like, they didn't even really have enough resources for American women that needed shelters and resources, because they were giving it all to migrants. And that was, like, the first time I became really cognizantly aware that it was, like, affecting Americans in a way that just most people don't really think about. Like, it does kind of fucking suck, you know? Don't worry, New York, if New York were able to, New York will find a way to waste more money. Are you dead? What the fuck? Why does it still say he's alive? You see this?
I see more and more homeless people, and I'm just like, Why are we not spending money to make more homeless
Oh, I thought
shelters?
you were gonna say, God damn, I see more and more homeless people. I wish they'd get off my fucking block. I wasn't sure how fucked up that statement of yours was about to be. I had to pre-screen that one in my head. Look at this. This is a glitch. The Minotaur says it's alive, and I have detect life on my helmet, and it's very obviously dead. And it's standing up perfectly straight. Bro, this would scare the fuck out of me. Imagine you see this shit. I'm over here running. Huh!
No,
How do
first
I
of all,
even manage this, dude?
they falling on hard times. Look at the economy. Eggs are fucking expensive.
Bro, everyone's been on hard times for the last however many years. I don't know why this is a surprise to anyone.
Gas is expensive. Rent's going up. Mortgages are going up.
It's very obvious the American dream is beyond dead. It's not even necromanced anymore. We don't even pretend. Jesus, dude! Is like the entirety of the fucking swamp. Get out of my swamp! The American dream is so cooked, Max. The best I could hope for now is to be buried like a pharaoh with my amiibo collection.
You see this donkey? This is an onion.
Ogres, I like onions. They stink? No. They make you cry? No. We have layer. I forget what he says after that, though. I really need to rewatch Shrek. It's been a long time. Maybe I'll play the fucking Shrek games. Because we started a playthrough of Shrek and we never finished it. It's like this iconic fucking meme among my friend group. Where we started playing Shrek. And we never... We did a couple hangouts for content. And that'll never happen again, obviously. I've been trying to get this dude Max maybe someday to show up at my place. And we could play, like, the Dark Side Chronicles or something. Because Max doesn't play Resident Evil games.
Yep.
Because he's a puss.
Shut the fuck up.
I just want you to enjoy the content, Max. Holy fuck! I hate this. This is insane, dude. Oh my god, I missed the punch and it got full healed. This is bullshit. Thank you. Like, this is insane. I got pushed. Holy shit, look at that.
Halo Infinite's really like, hey, remember the Didact from Halo 4? Here, you get a Spartan armor customization for it.
Look, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that Halo 4 was bad. Because I obviously like the multiplayer. I just did not give a fuck about the story, dude. Alright, restoration's 99, folks. It literally cannot... No, I can get to 100. I'm sorry. I'm wrong. It can get to 100. Ow. Alright, I kind of don't need to drink, but I guess I will drink a little bit. Might as well. Just give me back Magicka. I didn't need to drink twice. Whoops, that was a mistake. Oh, there's 3 of them in here. What the fuck? Bro, these caves are starting to get ridiculous, man. Like, seriously. Fucking hell, dude. And then, like, every time I go out to fight anybody, look at what happens. I have to buy a whole bunch of repair hammers. This is insane. I go fight 3 of these things, all my gear is about to break again. Like, holy shit, dude. That might be the one thing that doesn't scale very well. Yo, look at my regen speed. That's crazy. My out-of-combat regen speed is insane. In the cities here, the price of meat goes up. We just start eating the wildlife. I don't know if I would eat wild deer. Bro says he has to go out hunting like Ellie, dude. We're big Last of Us fans. I haven't been able to stop talking about the game for 5 years.
Just remember, when you fire your gun, try to put your lip out as much as your bottom lip out as much as possible.
Dude, I swear to God, they will really cast people in roles that they very obviously are not made for. And then they'll be... I think they really do it just to incite, like, people to get annoyed and be like, wow, this is not Ellie. So they could be like, wow, what a bunch of bigots. They said that this woman that doesn't look like Ellie doesn't look like Ellie. I think they really do this shit on purpose. They really just
I don't even think
sacrifice...
it's Bella Ramsey's fault. It's
No,
just
it's really not. Like, it's a payday
uncharitable freeze frame that happens. We're having a baby?
I'm gonna be a dad. Somehow they made the incredibly cringe dialogue of Last of Us 2 even cringier. Like, you really gotta think about that. That takes skill, dude. Think about that shit. That takes skill.
What's the other one? We're having a baby? No, I'm having a baby, fucking retard. I'm a fucking retard.
Very good. At least the memes have been good. I'll say that. It's almost like summer of 2020 again, all over when it came out originally. The good old days. Way back when. Oh, by the way, I got Restoration to 100. Restoration to 100 is probably the easiest one, because obviously you're going to heal. Like, pretty much almost every build has to use Restoration. Like, how else you heal? Contracted Shakes. The fuck is that? Who even knows? There you go.
Joel! Get up!
I'm never gonna play that game, bro. I cannot stress enough how good it was that whoever leaked it the way they did. Seriously. Oh damn, he made it over here. Fuck.
Joel in one.
I cannot stress how bad the censorship has been around Last of Us, like, genuinely. I think that's what pisses me off the most about it, is, like, the massive levels of censorship around it is, like, insane. Like, even when Nintendo was getting outed for Pokemon just being terrible fucking outdated games, even they're not running over here fucking C&D'ing people once Street Date breaks. Like, once Street Date breaks, like, genuinely, like, that's it. Like, it's fair. It's fair criticism. It's fair critique.
What?
What are you playing?
I'm playing Halo Infinite Forge right now.
Forge?
I got one shot, yeah.
How are you dying in Forge? Are you, like, moving the thing on top of yourself?
No, it's a, like, custom browser. Yeah, this is, like, it's a custom browser thing you can
Oh
do
my
for.
god. This game is getting absurd with these caves now, by the way. What is the level cap in Oblivion, Viv? Do you know? Jesus Christ, what the fuck is going... And now he's gonna heal. Shit. No? Oh, fuck. Okay, I'll Google it. It's not a huge deal.
Remember, when you're playing Xenoblade Chronicles X, that level cap is now 90.
Which is better than the 60 it was before. I don't know if gear continues to level, though. They might just give you extra stats. I have no idea. Oh, this is bad. This is a nightmare. Okay. Good lord. Somebody help. It's a shame I can't level up anymore with Restoration, but I have to use it. It's like the #1 skill you must use. So that's it. I'm never going to get experience again with it. Where the fuck are you? Fell down. I'm assuming there has to be a level cap, because at some point you're going to gain 100 in every stat. And I mean, at that point, like, you know, then that's it. Oh my god! Do you see this? This is like the best ring. Devin would lose his shit. Devin would lose his shit if he sees the loot I'm getting right now. What rings do I even have on? Steel skin, resist normal weapons. Yeah, fuck that. Ring of the Iron Fist, fortify hand to hand, 25 points. Like, what the fuck, dude? 109 in hand-to-hand. Wow. That's fucking crazy. That's fucking wild. What the fuck is even happening in this game right now? I mean, look, I'll say this, like, 25 might be where gear leveling stops, but, like, look at this shit, dude. They are just pouring the loot on, man. That's it. We've done everything. Hi. Alright, a basic Minotaur at this point gets 3 shot. Hi. I love that they drain luck. Like, I don't care about my luck, dude. At all. I literally, luck is a stat I never level in almost any game. Luck would be like a funny stat to level, though. Like, could you imagine a playthrough where every fight is a gamble? That's like if you're doing a Pokemon game, and like every time you choose a move, you choose metronome. I've seen some challenges where people do that. Every single move they choose is a gamble, if it works or not. Like, I'm not even saying, like, that's, like, a bad idea. It sounds like a crazy fun idea. It's just, I don't know. Do I want to sit through a whole playthrough doing nothing but metronome? Every single fight, it's like, well, what can you do? Like, and do you do a pure metronome run? Or do you do, like, a Smogan metronome run? Where instead of just rolling metronome, you also roll, like, protect and a heal move or something? Or do you just go full balls to the wall? Shield Bash is broken in the remaster. I merged those 3 words like fucking with Gorilla Glue. Unfortunately, I know so little about this game, like, that doesn't... I don't really know. I don't know much about it. I'm under attack, allegedly. How does a wolf have a gold coin on it? How does that even work? Who knows? Alright, I actually need to go back to my house, so we're not going to go sleep under the stars and wonder if splatterfish are going to be flopping in the night. Yeah, we should play a Gundam game. We should play Gundam Dynasty... What is it? Gundam Warriors 3 or whatever?
Gundam Dynasty Warriors.
I want to play a Gundam Dynasty Warriors game, bro. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm jonesing for another Dynasty Warriors game because I used to play Fire Emblem Warriors, man. All right, we're almost maxed out on that.
Greetings to you.
I put all my belongings in here. Base Necklace of Mercantile. Ring of Security. I mean, like, resist normal weapons on self isn't even bad, but, like, am I ever going to use it? Probably not. Alright, this is done. Yeah, we're not really carrying a bunch. It just sucks. My base armor weighs 52 pounds. And that's just the chest piece. Okay. So by default, I basically weigh like 160 pounds with all my gear on. Plus the few other things I just kind of keep around. Like, resist normal weapons isn't bad, but fortify hand-to-hand 25 points is insane. Like, what the fuck did I do to deserve this? Devin is never going to hear the end of this. He got pop in like, hey, hello. You know, he's going to take one look at my gear and be like, oh, okay. Another game where you got really broken loot right at the start, huh? I wonder how much this game is going to scale to me now. Because normally, like, Oblivion scales really awfully. Like, it's notoriously bad. I wonder if this game is going to scale, like, really nicely. Oh yeah, that is fair. It could have probably eaten someone who had it. That is true. Okay. Alright. Hope you got the gold from the gut. Yeah, that one gold coin suddenly will be worth a lot less, huh? You really find like a gold coin and like covered in shit. You're like, damn, how much is one gold coin worth? Okay.
Oh my god. Let's open up. I wanna play the Division 2. And then the Ubisoft Connect opens up, and it's Naue and Yasuke with 3 operators from Rainbow Six
Oh
Siege.
my god, dude. You know that game is really dead? Because, like, I haven't heard anyone talk about it. Like, people shit all over it, and they just moved right the fuck on. Like, you don't even hear anything positive about it. Like, I'm gonna play it on Saturday. Like, actually.
Oh, Shadows.
Yeah, Shadows. Unfortunately, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna actually play it because I'm gonna beat it. Like, look, if I have to turn it to easy and just fucking like plow my way through the story, then I will. It's not the worst thing in the world. Obviously, I played worse games. Honestly, and here's the sad part, I genuinely think it's a better game than like Mass Effect Andromeda. Because it knows what it wants to do, it just does it poorly. Andromeda wants to be like a multiplayer mod with a single player attached to it. And it comes off very weird. And also, it continues the usual trend of Assassin's Creed, or what is that stupid shit called? Of Mass Effect not even being fucking RPGs anymore. You want to play a Mass Effect game? Good fucking luck, dude. We don't put... There's no RPG elements left in Mass Effect, and there has not been since 2007. Mass Effect 2 and 3 are not RPGs, dude. There's almost no... Like they're RPGs in the sense that you role play, obviously, but they're not RPGs because there's no gear setups really. Like Mass Effect 2 on Insanity, there's not like there's just one build I run in every Mass Effect. The difficulty doesn't matter. The only thing the difficulty changed a little bit was the mission order and trying to think, and the squad mates I took. That's it. That's all that changed. There were no build changes, no nothing. Here's your RPG, my lord. So like when the Japanese say like JRPG was like kind of an offensive term to them, like I get it, I understand why, but to me JRPGs were always the mark of quality. You know, like I played Oblivion, I thought this shit sucked dick. It was awful. Hello, Caven. I thought Oblivion was terrible. Isn't this the second time this happened? Where rocks fell on dudes like this? Because now you see everyone basically has leveled up. Look at this Arrow of the Glacier. Fucking hell. Well, I'm over encumbered. Such is life. I went into one cave and immediately became over encumbered by 16 pounds. £15. We'll just drop the bow. Ain't a big deal. What can I say? I'm a loot goblin, man. I like looting. Looting is fun to me. How are you going to play a game and not pick up everything you see?
Hope the Division 2 DLC is coming out on Tuesday, May 27th.
There's another Division DLC?
Yep. Battle for Brooklyn.
Division should have never left New York. I know, there, I said it. Division should have never left New York. They should have stayed in New York right where it was comfortable. They should have kept adding to it. They should have never, ever done what they did. There you go. Like, I personally think that was pretty much... Like Destiny and Division both did the same shit. They're like, oh, well, you know what? Let's just abandon everything that you worked for, right? Like, why didn't they just follow the MMO path line? Like, actually. What the fuck is down there? Rats? Alright, anyway. That to me made no sense. I would probably still play both of them if I could have my old characters. But, like, what's the point? Like, why am I going to play a game where I won't have my old characters? Literally no point. A loot goblin just never become a mind goblin? What the fuck is a mind goblin? Do I even want to know? Listen, if it was possible to have a sustainable healing build without using restoration, I would totally do it. Like, obviously, I could just come in with a billion potions, but you know what I mean. Yo, the glass bow is worth something. Oh, my God. I can't help it. I have to pick it up, man. Like, what do you want?
Insane the world we live in. Dudes are really going in the parking lots and getting excited to have a woman kick them in the nuts.
Oh, I've seen that clip. That shit's funny. Oh my god. Yeah, dude, degeneracy is... I shouldn't laugh. But fuck it, I will anyway. That shit is really funny. 4? I'm still over encumbered, probably. Let me just drink something, I guess. Or did I pick up anything, like, not whatever? Oh, fucking hell. Where's the things that weigh 1 pound? Let's drop,
Actually, let me see what the details are for the Battle for Brooklyn DLC.
There you go. Maybe we'll come back and grab these. I don't know. It's a lot of work. Mind Goblin these nuts. He really... Can you believe this dude really just got me to fucking say Mind Goblin these nuts? He really... You know what?
The DLC introduces new gameplay elements, including a reimagined smart cover skill that reinforces cover points.
Yeah, but the problem is it's still Division 2, not Division 1, bro. They might as well just add Division 1 back into the fucking game. Then I'll play it again. And you could argue, wow, you're just being a biased New Yorker. Yeah, I am. I will never get tired of games being in New York. That is... Next question. Like, what the fuck? Really? You had to think about that? I will never get tired of games set in New York. You know why? Because no game has ever truly been set in like a real one-to-one rendition of New York. It's always like a watered down or sized up version of it. Like when you like a real like even Spider-Man is not one-to-one properly. Breton, I'm your king. Damn it. Like even Spider-Man is not sized up appropriately. Like Spider-Man, like you gotta really get that whole New York feel. When you live in Manhattan, like, you know Manhattan, oh my god.
So the main threats for this DLC are the cleaners and the Rikers.
They had something really going with that shit. I cannot stress to you how badly they fumbled Division. I genuinely, it was that fall and winter of 2016, I was in love with the Division, man. We were playing survival, so Division Survival is genuinely one of the best like battle royales I've ever played, and I hate that Ubisoft did not capitalize on that shit, man. I mean, like, yeah, we could just say it's Ubisoft, but holy shit, they fumbled that badly. That was like genuinely, and the best part is that the storm mechanic makes sense. You're freezing to death slowly. Like the cosmetics actually make the cosmetics matter because the cosmetics help you keep warm. You're dying slowly from sepsis. Like, that shit was cool. The only thing that's annoying is the part that is intentionally designed to be annoying, which is the, hey, when you want to extract, you gotta have, like, AI hunters show up that try to kill you. So, it was fun. It was fun, though. Like, I miss it. I genuinely wish I had played more of it. That is another mode. You know, I'll have to store it in my brain for all eternity that I had fun on it, and now I'll never be able to play it again, probably, because I will, you know, you couldn't cross-platform it, right? You couldn't, whatever, like, it just sucks. They developed a good banger game mode, and then they fucked it all up. So, I don't know, man. If there's any indie devs out there, literally just copy fucking Division Survival, and just make your game. Like, literally, it's like PUBG, but better. I genuinely enjoyed the shit out of that, man. And it sucks. That was one of the last games we played on the PlayStation before we all moved to PC. And I'm not mad about that part. I'm just more mad that I couldn't, like, come on PC, buy the game again, and then just pick up where I left off. Because everything, oh, there's no cross-platform. Thanks, I guess. That's it? Oh, okay, we looped. Okay, we're good. What a shame. It was genuinely one of the best games I think I had played that year. That was like right on the cusp of Ubisoft just completely fumbling off a cliff. Think about how much that sucks, man. Because when Ubisoft puts in work, man, they genuinely make some of the best games out there. Like, genuinely, my experiences playing the Assassin's Creed trilogy was, like, so fucking fun. I had some of my favorite gaming memories that I made in the last decade were from playing Odyssey. And a lot of that's a playthrough. Like, you could go watch the Odyssey playthrough right now. I genuinely loved the shit out of it, man. That was one of my favorite playthroughs I ever did. Odyssey, Origins, and to I guess a certain extent, Valhalla. Let's get a little esoteric with it. I like Valhalla. And I'll never get to experience it like it was new again, which, you know, whatever.
I was not the biggest fan of Division's armor system, Division 2's armor system.
I don't know, like, I see why they did it. Here's the problem. In a game like that, having a heal move, especially that's only on a cooldown, is too fucking important to pass up, right? It's like how I just finished leveling Restoration in this game to 99. Well, obviously, most people are gonna run fucking Restoration. Like, what are you gonna do? Not heal? No, you're gonna heal. So, like, that's the problem that you end up with. Oops, I have the wrong thing equipped. Is that a heal move is just usually better because, you know, it beats dying, effectively, right? Like, if you're dead, you can't heal. You can't fight. You're dead. This is the same reason why, like, a lot of things, and, you know, not to make a 14 fucking discussion, this is why, like, people are like, damn, I wish I had to choose between mitigation and damage. And I'm like, no, you idiot. The obvious choice is damage. We've been here before. 14 was like this in fucking 2017. The obvious choice between more damage and sustainability is more damage. At least in an MMO where there's a designated healer role. In Division, you're obviously going to take a fucking heal move. Like, why wouldn't you take Pulse and heal? So, like, I get why they did it, but at the same time, it just made the game more annoying. I don't know. I think they had a good thing going, and they fucked it up. So, I have to get more hammers. I think I have no repair hammers. Look at that. 97 lockpicks, but no repair hammers, dude. What happened? It used to be the opposite. Oh my god. Well, let's go get some repair hammers, because I'm officially at 0. Can you believe that shit? Hello, Narg. Yo, you'll never believe the ring I got. It's a surprise. Don't tell Devin. Fucking increases hand to hand. It's literally endgame material. Dude, the enemy... My ops are so cooked.
What?
Bartering.
I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
Have you restocked yet? Thank you. Okay. Is there anything even to give her? I don't really care, honestly. Oh, I'm carrying these stupid stones. That's what it is.
A pleasure to serve you.
Just try me.
I believe you just enchant stuff yourself. True, but I got something really good. I don't know. I don't know how to enchant. That's something I'll have to figure out later. I just need the hammers, man. I gotta get armor at 100, so I only need one hammer ever, and I can just bam, 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 bam. Nowadays, gear doesn't get damaged like this anymore. That's an old school gaming system. But I like that they kept this game as old school as it was when it came out. Like, even the lockpicking. It's nice. I actually finally learned how to really lockpick in this game. I feel accomplished, yes. Why is there a Minotaur down here? Oh, God! Why is this instant death? It's so weird. It's a spiked wall. Like, why is this... I don't even know why this is an instant kill. Seriously. What the fuck? What the hell? Who's even controlling this? Think I need to jump to the right? Nope. Look at that. See, like, the ring of security actually isn't that good. If you could lockpick, you don't really need it. I actually think the lockpicking in this game is actually more consistent than, like, Fallout's. And, like, I like Fallout's because it's fun. You know, you got to get the angle. You can make a mistake or whatever. Like, but if you're good at lockpicking in this game, you never break a lockpick, like, at all. It just doesn't happen. You know, it might not be technically... Yeah, it's about the same speed as lockpicking in a Fallout game, I'd even argue. Oblivion has fried my brain. I mean, that's... Again, this is probably, like, the most fair I've ever been to this game. Because I genuinely did not like this game. Like, again, when we were playing Fallout 4, I was even telling Devin, I was like, yeah, someday I'll go play this. Why not? We'll play all the Bethesda games on the channel. Why not? I specifically told him, I was like, you know, Devin, wouldn't it be funny? Like, Oblivion's never gonna happen. It'll be the last game I play. Instead, it ends up being probably the one I'll like the most, because it's the most modernized, but at the same time not. Because it just plays the same. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, when you do this, it doesn't break anything. Okay. Very nice. You gotta be crazy to equate both? I don't think so. It's fine. It's just easier. I actually think lockpicking in this game is easy. Once you understand how it works, it's actually easier than Fallout, because Fallout's RNG. Like, Fallout theoretically could be easier if you don't have to rotate the pick that much. There's been times where I've rotated the pick, or not rotated it, and immediately unlocked things. Now, I don't know about 4. You know, I gotta obviously replay some of the older Fallouts and see, like, how that was again. They're basically kind of similar. I don't know, like, if your skill gets higher, the safe spot to pick gets wider. I'm sure that's probably how it works. But yeah, no, I genuinely... Hi. I genuinely think this is easier.
Post-launch roadmap for Assassin's Creed Shadow.
The better part is, will anyone care? Like, is anyone even playing Shadows? Because I played 7 hours of Shadows, and I got a rare fucking comment on the channel. Like, yeah, this game is ass. Resident Evil 3 Remake is better. And remember, Resident Evil 3 Remake is probably the worst game Capcom's put out in the last couple of years. Like, in terms of quality and what it could have been. Like, they fucking fumbled that shit hardcore. But, like, yeah, I don't disagree. I know I only played Resident Evil 5 or Resident Evil 3 once, you know, just for the channel, but, like, damn, like, even playing that a bunch probably would give me more fucking entertainment. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Here's you making orbital things during Xenoblade augments. Oh my lord! I like how there's a fucking challenge to make me say horrible, terrible things. You know I'll do that for free, right, folks? Do I just hop over this? What the fuck? What? I got hurt. It's going up. What are you talking about? What is even happening? Like, yes, I'm grave robbing right now, but come on. Like, what the fuck? Shit, I waited too long. Oops. Dude, am I fucking losing my mind? Thank you. Oh, Lord, okay, of course. I got all bad RNG and all bad shit on that. I was not paying attention the way I should have. Sylvan Scout Boots. Fortify speed, but it's light armor, so I won't use it. Oh, nice. We're on the other side now. There you go. I like how these are all the enemies we fight anymore. It's the same 3 enemies. Spriggan, Ogre, some version of a Minotaur, and a land drow. Drog? No idea. Look at this dude. Are you stuck? What an asshole. Are you stuck or what?
Hmm?
No, this Minotaur is just ominously looking at me through the door. Look at that. Like, we thought I was joking about the New York corpse humper? Yeah, because what the hell? Even New York is not that fucked. You see how it's like unequipping his weapon? What's happening with that? That's so weird. Look at that. I'm just more surprised he can't get through this door. Like, this is advanced. He's even through it. Look at this. Alright, we'll kill him. Where's his weapon? There you go. Vibe killing is worth so many extra points. Man. That is evil to say to a streamer you actually do like. You know, man, I just enjoy ruffling your feathers, you know? See the Fatso statue. That's so fucking funny. Another classical piece of New York City art, okay? Now I gotta get out of here and not get killed by this shit. Let's see if I can actually do it. Oh. No, we're already here. Okay. That was fast. People don't like it when you talk to them with your weapon drawn. Nowadays, games don't even pretend to do that shit anymore. Stupid dog.
You stupid dog!
You make me look bad! I should put that on the soundboard, the Ooga Booga. Holy shit, that would be crazy. I actually should do that. Can you remind me? Can you remind me in like half an hour, Max? Or not half an hour when I'm off the stream.
Bitch,
You make me look
bitch.
bad. Whoa, 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 whoa. We
And
are
your
on
fake ass
stream.
eyelashes.
We are on stream, brother. Holy shit.
I'm not gonna say that. I
Oh
know
my
better
God.
than to say that.
I'm scared. I'm scared with this dude around, dude. You're gonna have to make this a YouTube only stream.
I feel like a fake ass eyelash. This is insane.
Okay.
I've been holding back. I'm just warming up, you know.
Fatigue. Fatigue.
This woman had no
Fatigue.
remorse when she said that shit.
At least the America's funny now. Okay, very nice.
Got that one woman trying to protect her kid.
Now you will know pain.
Do you think Skyrim should be only for the Nords, Max?
I don't know. I never played Skyrim.
That was like 3 levels of meta humor that he did not catch, and that makes it 1,000 times funnier. Water walking on self, glass armor, spell taker's greaves. I didn't even look. Fuck. Of course, that's what over encumbers me. Oh my god, dude. Okay, let's quick save. You can just carry nothing in this game. It's ridiculous. 10 pounds over encumbered.
I have to start remembering what grenade mods I have in Borderlands. Holy sh!
You know, that is that's one of the things I don't like about like modding. I think I told you this is like when you mod, I have to remember all the stuff I modded before. It's just annoying. I just don't like to do it. Wait, what did I do?
After seeing the video with that Star Wars mod, I'm thinking maybe I should get back into Starfield.
You're crazy. But I wish you the best.
Somehow modders make a better Star Wars game than the actual companies that own it.
Oh, here we go. Been here before. I mean, you're not wrong. It's just I've been here before. Like, honestly, at this point, I kind of just expect it. Like, imagine being a Star Wars fan in any year, in current year at all. Waste of time. Okay. We're at this camp, right? Okay. Let's teleport, and I'll come back, and I'll pick this shit up again. If it's still there, and if it doesn't tumble down the hill, I'll pick it up again. Anyone know why Hammerfall is called Hammerfall? I don't know. I don't really know much about the world of Elder Scrolls, I'll be honest with you. I don't hate VNs as much as I thought I would. Yeah, that's cool.
You shall not pass.
Why have they never made a Lord of the Ring games? Like Lord of the Ring game like that? I guess they have. It's just the Lego games, huh?
No, they had another Lord of the Ring games.
Well, yeah, I mean, I know they had the Mordor ones, which I do need to play.
They had, you know how Battlefront, the original Battlefronts 1 and 2 used to play?
Yeah?
Yeah, they had games like those.
What the fuck? Where?
Yeah. This was on PS2. Or the old Xbox. Or both consoles. But yeah, they had games like those.
I believe you. I'm kind of surprised. I'm not gonna lie. What the fuck? Okay, we have lion's pelt. Look at all this shit I never emptied out. Goodbye. Very nice. More space.
Why did Sansa get Varys killed?
Awful. Why did you think? What possible, like, mental pathways did you go down to remember that one?
I was remembering us talking about Bella Ramsey and how we were so surprised.
Yeah, Bella Ramsey was in fucking, Game of Thrones.
Was Lyanna
Mormont. I totally did not even think about that in my head. Oh yeah, Devin, take a look at this ring I got. Take a look at this. We just found this today. So this is what I get up to when Devin's not on the stream. I find the Ring of the Iron Fist, a 25-point fortification on hand-to-hand, and a 33% chance to reflect damage done to me. Yeah, this is what I'm balling with now, folks, in case you're wondering. I'm just waiting for, like, greaves and and boots with, like, better enchants. And I think I got, like, a better chest piece, right? Yeah, and then we got this. Fortify health on self, 25 points. Yeah, this is the shit I get up to in this game. I just get incredibly, ridiculously good luck In every Bethesda game, I just get the best possible gear. We haven't even gone to Joffrey. Not yet, at least. I like that you can wear 2 rings. Yeah, I like it too. More when I think they let you wear 10 or some shit. It was crazy. Can't have that anymore. To be fair, if someone was running around with 10 rings on, I think they're a weirdo too. Listen, I'm a fair man, okay? Only thing I can't do is I can never find where I drop stuff. Seriously. I should have stored it on his body. I don't know if you could do that in this game. I forget where I dropped all that armor. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Oh. Perfect. Shinobi Versus. I've heard about Shinobi Versus, but me playing a Senran Kagura game, A, is already not going to happen on Twitch or at all. I don't know. I didn't even like Estival Versus. Very hard game to get into. Very, very distinctly weeaboo game to get into. Imagine you're Godric from Elden Ring with dozens of arms and hundreds of fingers to wear enchanted rings. Yeah, and you still get bodied by some dude at like level 20. Another classic Spray and Pray 1000 playthrough. I'm gonna have to do strength builds till I die, folks. I will never be a Dex man.
Who's there?
I'm a simple man with simple tastes. Sometimes you just want to oonga boonga reptile brain your way through life, you know? Punch first and ask questions later. We should try to level up block, actually. I'm gonna find like a Minotaur and just let it hit me for like a few minutes. See if I can level up block really quickly. Dead end. Heard that Skullgirls was pretty good. Not sure if it... Yeah, I'll count it as a weeb game. It's Skullgirls. I always get confused with Darkstalkers, because I remember the whole thing about Darkstalkers is the guy was like, oh, you need to sell a bajillion more copies, then we'll make another game. Same thing with, what's that other game, the PlayStation one with Sweet Tooth? Twisted Metal. I don't know why I thought it was called Sweet Tooth, like the series. They're like, oh, you need to sell a bunch more, and then maybe we'll make it. That was another game that got a fucking adaptation, another TV adaptation on some esoteric streaming service. I don't even know. Does anyone remember when it came out?
I think it was on Amazon Prime.
I really don't think it was. I think it was on something else. It wasn't on Peacock, though. I don't know what it was on. Maybe he's right. He could be right. I feel like it was on something really fucking stupid.
This ends here.
Okay. I picked up a bunch of pants.
Dude, really looked at Borderlands when they said they were making the movie. I was like, yeah, let's have Kevin Hart play Roland.
Where are the enemies? Oh. Oh! Did I kill it? No. Hey guys, who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Look at it. He's almost frozen. He almost doesn't even move. This is crazy. Oh, man. 4chan used to be peak humor until it was infected with censors. Yeah, but the sad part is it's still more open than Reddit. Make me angry too until I figured it out. Yeah, it's definitely harder than Fallout. Fallout's kind of is a little bit more intuitive. But if you're good at lockpicking in this game, you never break lockpicks. Like, I broke a couple earlier because I was messing up. But, like, you could... I've just been floating on lockpicks the whole time. Can't open this door? Okay. Had to Michael Vick that dog. Alright. Now I can actually repair.
Stellar Blade next month for PC.
Yeah, I gotta get back and finish
Doom,
that
the
game.
Dark Ages.
I have so many games to do playthroughs on. I gotta get cracking. And we are recording tomorrow, right? Tomorrow's Friday, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, I gotta get back to recording, folks. Because I know if I sit down and put in like 6 hours in like half the games I'm playing, I'll make really good progress and or be done. Like, there's not 6 hours of Silent Hill 2 Remake left. You know? So, like, there is no shortage of games to do playthroughs on. I just have to... I'm just tired, man. Like, so either I stay up late, which I don't. Like, I like my sleep. I also gotta build my new chair, because it did arrive. I know I've been talking about my chair for a while now, so I will build my new chair. Woof. They have a dog bowl. Fuck. Fuck! I had it. I paused. I shouldn't have done that. Fuck. Okay, that one I wasn't fast enough on. Okay. I need to stop trying to speed run. I just need to do it normally. If I try to... if I try to rush it, it's definitely worse. If you don't rush it, it's way simpler. I shouldn't rush it. You know, real question. Why did Snoop Dogg ever stop being Snoop Lion? What happened? Wait, what the fuck? Kevin Hart? The fucking... Oh, they had him play Roland? Yes. You didn't know? Oh, Max, look what you've done.
I know, it was a travesty.
Oh my god, he didn't know. He didn't know. He went this far and the movie came out like a year ago. Yeah, and then people tell me that adaptations are good. Yeah, okay, dude. Anyway.
Most campiest humor ever in a series. And yet the guy who's who's a super serious soldier gets played by Kevin Hart.
Again, it's not even like anything anti-Kevin Hart. It's like you get a comedian... You know, back in the day, one of my favorite examples of people doing this is Will Smith turned down the role of Neo in The Matrix because he said, oh, it's a serious movie, something like that. I forget the exact quote. I probably should look it up. But he was like, oh, no, I don't think I would be a good fit for the role. Nowadays, motherfuckers would be like, oh, I'm known for non-stop comedy and funny generic jokes. Alright, time for me to play the most serious motherfucker in all of history.
I Am Legend. I, Robot.
Yeah, and that's sad, but like, look, it gave Keanu a huge career boost. Like, you can't... Yo, Keanu had the biggest glow up in history because of that, bro. He's in like 1 billion movies now.
He had
Oops.
Speed.
John Wick. What's that one movie where they bury him in the dirt because they seduce him and make him cheat on his wife? And then what was that? Revenge?
I know.
You know the one where they shove the panties in his mouth?
Yeah, I think I remember.
What the?
I don't remember
fuck?
the
It's
name.
like Gone Girl, but like... It's like Gone Girl, but, you know, somehow. Knock Knock. Knock Knock, I think it is. Knock Knock. I'm pretty sure, right? Hold on. Let me look it up. Let me look it up. I'm gonna look it up. Alright. Okay, Google Chrome is being incredibly slow because I have to close stuff. Knock Knock? Or is it When a Stranger Knocks? I forget. It's one of those two. Okay, I could have Googled this on Firefox way faster. Knock Knock? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, that's the 2015 film. It became a meme. That's why I know about it. Because the meme format is like he's reacting to his wife like finding out that like coming home and seeing like all of his infidelity and shit, and he's like screaming in pain.
And these girls were torturing him. Dude just like wanted to give him like a place like shelter away from the rain and all this shit.
So they repay his kindness by seducing him, of course.
Pretty much.
I lost all shame for weeb stuff when I realized my family is busy watching Lesbian Zombie The Last of Us 2 while I enjoy my Ninja Schoolgirl game in complete peace. I lost all shame for whatever when people started, you know, bringing cucumbers to 50 Shades of Grey so they could, self-insert. Yeah, I remember that. That was a long time. That wasn't too long ago. And then Game of Thrones, right, with the, you know, all the other, like, I just realized that most people like degenerate stuff. There's just safe degenerate stuff, you know? So, like, after a point, I was just like, fuck it, who cares?
No, nasty as fuck, bro.
No, I mean, I'm not gonna say the nasty as fuck. I'm gonna let them, you know, have, well, you shouldn't do that in the movie theater, obviously, but, like, you know, I'm not gonna say, like, you can't like this stuff, but then I'm just gonna say, alright, well, you like this, well, I like that. You know, fuck you. That wasn't specifically in New York, Viv. Sorry, that was kind of that was a recurring thing everywhere. What the hell? Oh, the dog died in a very weird position. Okay. Do I have enough inventory space before I dive into this? No. Okay, let's go dump the shit.
I miss it when game developers compress games and then make them large as shit.
Yeah, there are two types of people, those who goon and those who lie. Yeah, dude, listen, you cannot beat biology. It's unbeaten. You are not beating biology, brother.
Biology.
You are, at the end of the day, you're still 99.999% ape. Like, actually. Okay. Put this shit away. You know, I just say that there's an appropriate time for everything. You clearly never carved up a papaya and packed it for when a silent voice aired in theaters. That might be... Narg really just tries once a stream to say some of the most outlandish, crazy, and offensive shit I've ever seen in my life, dude. Once a stream, he just has to say some of the most insane shit. A papaya, dude. That is so gross. That is just terrible. I hate that I read that. I hate that what a terrible day to have eyes and know how to speak English and read English. I'm only going to speak in another language. And read another language. I'm going to become like a Spanish Let's Player. No, fuck Spanish. That's too common of a language. I'm going to become a Latin Let's Player and only speak in Latin. And no one's going to know what I'm saying. And they'll be like, damn, this gameplay pretty fire, but what the fuck is he saying? Why does he sound like he's from Greece or Rome or some shit? I'm gonna wait till they have AI, like, voice modifications and shit.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death.
Okay, actually, hold on. What happens if I block? Can you just keep hitting me for, like, half an hour, please? Come on, hit me. Hit me. Yeah, leveling up block takes a while. Look at that. I barely got anything for it as well.
Supposed to be impressed.
Ow. Come on. So, as you can see, when you level up something, it levels up relative. Look at that. It barely even got a slight bump. Because it's not one of my major skills, either. Oh, yo, I'm reflecting damage. Look at this. Break yourself. I forgot I reflect damage. Wait, so is it not a chance to reflect damage? Do I reflect 33% of all damage I take physically? Yeah, I think I do. I genuinely think I reflect 33% of damage I take physically. I have the most evil laugh. You have never even seen me on my actual insane arc. If I'm on YouTube, I am not having an insane arc. I'm gonna be watching the fucking children's orphanage burn to the ground while playing a liar. Someone once told me that my laugh is like when you're in the, you know, pitch blackness of night on the Serengeti, and all you could hear is the laughter of a hyena. Yeah, someone once basically told me I laugh like a fucking hyena. In case you're wondering how that's going.
Catch a rock! Honestly,
I took his weapon!
they had Jack Black playing Claptrap, and I'm just like,
Do your worst.
why don't you have him playing Marcus, the weapons dealer?
Why do we have him playing? Like, no disrespect to Jack Black.
Fall before me, brethren.
Which, by the way, Brutal Legend definitely needs to be one of those games I play. Hopefully over the summer we could devote, like, a lot of time to playing some of these old games I never got around to.
I don't remember. Did Brutal Legend end off in a way where it seemed
Sequel
like it
bait?
should have gotten... Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I never played it. Don't spoil it. I know I'm like 20 or 12 years late to it, but damn, give me a little... I'm a hard-working man, dude. You know how much work I put in this channel? We're gonna get to 20,000 videos, by the way. 20,000 videos before 2K subs. That's my goal. Did I steal it from him? I think I did. No, I don't think I did.
That's say you and Blood got a special relationship, like cousins taking a bath together.
Oh my god, I can't... I fucking... that is the worst. I really hope that song is AI, but it's probably not, is it? You fall down.
I didn't even say the song.
You said cousins. That word is tainted for me now, bro. Like, I could get behind NHH to avoid saying it actually.
Yeah.
At least I could laugh at how absurd and stupid that shit is. I can't laugh at a song that's, like, basically... It's a lot of things, and none of them are good, and none of them are monetizable, so I'm gonna leave it at that. Like, at least I can laugh at some stupid shit. Whatever. Awful. And so you sing it. Thank you, Max. Good job. Good fucking job, dude. Because someone definitely did some shit they weren't supposed to, and, like, I know that we all laugh because Kanye is having his Insano arc, but at the same time, like, I don't want this to be, like, another Crack Panther moment. You know? Like, I don't know. I feel really bad that, like, I did laugh at some of that, because I was like, damn, people are just saying crazy shit. I was like, damn, what the hell happened to him? Turns out dude is dying of fucking cancer. Definitely hits a different way when you
Nah, that NHH song is insane. That
it's got a
man
catchy
is,
beat, bro. I mean, you can't deny that part.
I can't, but it's like, bro, this man is just...
Alright, anyway, I'm gonna let this dude just hit me. What was this? Kanye dropped a new song.
Die, damn you.
I want to look into it.
I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm.
Okay, so this dude actually takes away my stamina when he swings at me. Yeah, I reflect 33% of all damage that comes towards me. That's insane, dude. Like, imagine every time someone deals damage, they hit me for 10 damage, I probably reflect 3 back. It probably floors it. That's crazy. That's awesome. That's like one of the best items. That ring might be one of the best items I think I've ever found in a game like this. Seriously. And I wonder if it's random. Fuck, I didn't mean to do that. I was too busy getting hype about my ring. Like I'm a basketball player, dude.
Basketball.
Wait, are the playoffs still going on? Are the Knicks winning?
I'll see.
For anyone who doesn't know, the Knicks are playing the Celtics right now, and apparently they're kicking ass. Hello.
And we may get another summer of love.
Probably not. Since the Brooklyn Nets suck because they're from Crooklyn, I mean, it's up to the Knicks to really...
Shit.
Why do you have so much love for this borough that fucking hates you, dude? I'll never understand this. Says the man who lives in Manhattan.
Game 3. Celtics versus Knicks. Saturday, May 10th.
Are you shitting me? No. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. The Ring or the Kanye song? Well, regardless, the answer's no, Devin. That's the real truth. The answer's no. I am not shitting you. Whatever you think I'm shitting you about, I'm not. No, I'm not. It's a real song. You know, and I have this Kanye sound effect on the soundboard for a real reason.
You know, sometimes you need some crazy motherfuckers to change something. So we keep on saying, I hate you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Because I was drugged the fuck out, bro. I was drugged out.
Good times, man. Yeah, you have a good one, Devin. Best evil laugh I ever heard was ad read for health food. We say we eat good, not today. Not true. Today I ripped the cheese off a pizza and left the bread. What? Viff will always find like the weirdest shit, dude. I swear. Okay. Yep. See you, Devin. What time is it, man? How does time fly so fast when I play this game, man? This is like the one part of the day I look forward to is playing Oblivion. And somehow, like, the time just flies right the fuck by. Man. Cursed timeline, seriously. Hit me. Hit me!
Hit me!
Hit me!
To the wall.
Come on, I know you want to hit me. Come on.
Hit me! Hit me!
Where's Rachel? Where is she? My favorite part when I was watching it with Max is that he legitimately puts a chair under the door so they can't get to him. And bro was just freestyling on him for a straight minute. I love that, man. I'm not gonna lie. I watched that movie in theaters with my day camp back in the day. That shit was so good, man. That's one of my core memories. For real. I have such a core memory of watching all the Batman movies. Like, I saw pretty much, like, a lot of good superhero movies in theaters. Like, I can't even deny, I had a very good time watching all that. It was fun, man. Nowadays, I would never, I was never a big Marvel fan. I'm not gonna lie. But, like...
Yeah, we're gonna go see the Thunderbolts this weekend.
Yeah, it's not me.
Oh,
And in fairness, like, I could go, but, like, I don't want to spend $50, you know, on a movie I'm not gonna care about for Marvel.
Oh,
You know, I don't care.
$20 for the ticket.
I mean, sure, but, you know, if I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna get popcorn. Like, what are you talking about? Like, yes, I'm gonna go watch a movie. I'm gonna get popcorn. I learned my lesson from Sonic where I didn't buy a drink. You know, I'm gonna have to buy a drink, you know, so I could not parch out, you know? It's not 50. Sonic was 2 tickets. I think I spent 50 for the total thing. I bought 2 tickets, one for me and one for... I basically kind of, like, guilt-tripped my mom to go see it. But she ended up liking it, actually. She even said that she would come watch the next movie with me, so it worked out. I was like, listen, I'm buying 2 tickets. If nothing else, no one's sitting next to me. And she was like, you know what, fine. And you know, she came out and she enjoyed herself. And honestly, like... And you know, I even told her, like, you know, I really appreciate you, you know, coming out. It was my treat. Thank you for coming to see a movie for 2 hours that I know you really didn't care about. Yeah, Sonic 3 was fire, but remember, my mom does not like video games. My mom does not care about video games in the fucking slightest. And that's fair. Like, I'm not gonna, you know, and obviously I can't force her to like it. But I just want her to join me, you know, like the old days, for once. And it was fun. I enjoyed it. It was fun, like, you know, back in the day, we go see movies quite frequently, you know? You had Shrek, Finding Nemo, The Incredibles, Toy Story. I don't know, Toy Story 2 was out when I was really young, so I don't know, maybe. But you get my point, right? Like, we would go see movies and stuff. I was like, hey, let's go see a movie like the old days. And she's like, no, I don't want to do that and stuff. But I eventually got her to go. You know, we got to the theater. Remember, my mom knows nothing about Sonic. Nothing. Like, literally nothing. And this is, mind you, Sonic Adventure 2 is like one of the most iconic Sonic games ever. It's one of the most iconic platformers ever. It's definitely like top 100 games of all time type material. So like she's, obviously she's getting a different mixture of it, right? Like it's not exactly the game. And she enjoyed it. And she said, yeah, next time we could go watch the fourth movie. So I'll probably take her to see the fourth movie. It'll be my treat again. Whenever it comes out. Sorry, was I here? Where was I before? Yeah, I was here. Okay. Good times. And we took a picture. It's a very nice memory that we made, and I really enjoyed it. I told her, I'm really glad you did this. Thank you. I don't ask for a ton of things, right? Like we don't go and watch a ton of movies and stuff. But it was cool. Because I knew the movie was going to be good one way or another, because the last two movies were really good. So I knew we were dealing with solid heat. The only question is like how hot the fire was going to be. So I saw Dr. Romaning had on the OG coat. Yeah, I also just don't like they cut Rouge. I said this before when I was talking with Dax and other people. I get that Rouge was kind of like, the bat titties. But I kind of wish they didn't cut her out her most iconic, game. That was kind of an L. Even if she was in as a, retooled and stuff, it would have been a little bit better in my opinion. Cutting her out was definitely weird. But I don't know how many of these movies they're going to make. Like, are they going to make a silver movie that's Sonic 06? And is going to be beloved unlike Sonic 06? Could you imagine the crazy fucking timeline we would live in? Sonic 06's movie is better received than the game ever was.
Are we gonna get a movie with Omega, the robot?
That would be Sonic Heroes. No, Knuckles isn't gay. He just doesn't have a love interest. To be fair, there's not really any love interests, and that's fine.
Funny enough, the fandom been shipping Knuckles and Rouge.
Yeah, and then they ship Shadow and Rouge, which I think is a better pairing anyway, if we want to talk pairings. I'm not a big shipper. I don't like to ship people. Rarely do I like to ship characters, right? So like Xenoblade 3, obviously the whole game is like shipping. I love how the relationships in Xenoblade 3 develop. And that's why one of my favorite characters, or one of my favorite romance stories is Xenoblade 3. And I played a lot of games with a lot of romance and a lot of characters and blah, blah, blah. And 90% of the time I'm like, okay, we're forced to be together. And nothing for me exemplifies this more than, and guess what time it is, Max? Time to shit on Tales of Arise. Nothing exemplifies here we go. Nothing exemplifies that more for me than Tales of Arise. It's fucking awful.
From what I played, honestly, Tales of Arise's love story isn't so bad. It's just the game.
Did you finish
the overall
fucking game, bro?
No, not really.
And that's my point.
I'm really just tempted to watch a playthrough. I can't sit through that game.
You have my permission to watch my playthrough.
That game is like, it's like, well, who's the pink-haired girl? She's supposed to be the healer.
I get sick of the tsundere, bro. I hate tsunderes. Sorry, there's nothing attractive to me about a tsundere. Any of the dares just is not, like, to me it's just stupid. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm not especially if said tsundere is kind of too toxic. Oh yeah, suck it, Shinji and Asuka shippers.
Honestly, Shinji Asuka shippers getting completely blue-balled in the last movie was peak. Wait, I'm sorry, you have a shield on your arm? What the fuck?
He ended up with Mari instead.
Not gonna lie, that shit is fucking hilarious. Rin Tosaka? Who the hell's Rin Tosaka? Is that the guy from Blue Exorcist?
No, that's the girl from Fate.
Fucking hell, dude. You know, that's one thing I will give One Piece, is One Piece doesn't really have shipping, so that makes it infinitely more tolerable than some anime. Oh my god, dude, I can't carry anything! How did I pick up 400 pounds of fucking bullshit? This is ridiculous, man. How is this even possible to pick up 400 pounds of garbage? I'm screwed. I gotta drink a potion. This game, I would actually need buff out in this game. Think about that. I actually need buff out, if you can believe it.
All you Shinji and Asuka shippers seething.
I don't think they're seething too much, I'll be honest with you.
Seethe, cope, mauled.
I don't know. Like, I'm glad Anno was able to close that chapter, and now no one has to fucking yell at him when the movie's coming out. Like, at least it's done, it's dusted, he got it over with. And I think that's the biggest part of it. Without
Katsuragi will take full responsibility for
Max
what happened,
loved that moment.
bitch.
I think Max literally cheered like he was in a fucking movie theater, bro. Max literally... No,
it took you how
learn
long?
how to forgive. Learn how to forgive, asshole.
I ain't forgiving shit.
Oh my lord, this dude.
I ain't forgiving shit. Nah,
Man,
scorched earth.
Oh,
Let's not forget. No. You know what? Now
I have never met a dude more jaded than you, man. Like, what the fuck?
Let's not forget fucking Ritsuko, Miss. Oh, I'm in love with him, even though he wants to screw all of us over, bitch.
Well, that's like the most
you
realistic.
Are a quack.
That is the
quack
most
of a doctor.
That's the most realistic part of the whole fucking show, dude. I
don't know. And then she has the nerve to think she could sit here and blame him. No, bitch. No.
And Max is very passionate about this. I learned to accept that Evangelion is like a very good mirror for a lot of other things. You know, it's a very good mirror for, like, it's Hedgehog's dilemma, bro. He was cooking. Look, Evangelion is kind of a victim of its own. I don't want to say success. It's like a victim of its own victim success. Because if you remember the original 26 episodes, they ran out of budget. That's why episodes 25 and 26 are so fucking weird. But I feel like the show wouldn't have had the same, like, respect it commands if it didn't have 25 and 26 be as low budget and fucked up as they were. Okay.
And then there was that pink-haired girl on the crew of the Wonder that pissed me off the most.
I barely
Fuck
remember.
You, bitch.
Relax. Oh my god, this dude is full of hate in his heart, dude. You need to put some love in it, man.
He doomed all of us. Meanwhile, Misato, hey, get in the robot, Shinji. We need you to fight.
But like that's the plot. No, but Max, that's the whole point of the plot, is that she recognizes, like she does in the original series, she's relying on him too much. That's her problem, is that she relies on men too much, and then when they can't, you know, live up to the insane fucking requirements that she expects from them, then she gets mad. She's like, oh, well, what the fuck? I thought that made the most sense, honestly, out of anything.
My last rant. Shit, look, Shinji, look at the scenery. I always come here just to relax. This is what we're fighting to defend. I cannot believe you emotionally just guilt-tripped a kid.
It's also a story about growing up. And I think that that's like a fair part of it. You know? I don't hate a lot of it. I understand that Anno was probably really burnt out, which is why it took him damn near like 8 years to release the final movie. Like, I'm sure they approached him, without looking it up, I'm sure they approached him and were like, hey, why don't you make a movie that's like a pseudo-sequel remake? And he was like, sure, because money's nice. And then he was like, okay, well, maybe I'll make 4 movies, right? And everything sounds good when you start it, and then when you actually, like, get around to doing it, it's like, oh, fuck. 7 movies of this? Like, I gotta write it, direct it, you know, whatever, make sure it's good. People are gonna hate it.
Shinji.
Like,
he's just a crybaby. Shut up, Oscar. Holy shit.
But that's the point, is that they're all damaged people that need each other. I think it's fair.
No, Oscar needs to get cracked right in the jaw one day.
Whoa, dude. Now, you see... Look, we might all think it. We might all think it, but like...
I tell you this, if
yeah.
I had to live with Asuka and Misato was just standing there not doing anything about this, pots and pans would have been hitting people left, right, and center. I tell you that much.
Well, good thing Shinji is like a broken down boy who really
Leave
doesn't even defend himself.
leaving my ass is leaving Tokyo 3.
Ironically, would that have made things better?
No, it probably actually would have made things worse.
Fuck,
Because remember, Gendo needed Shinji to pilot Unit 1.
What an interesting manipulation tactic to basically... You know, that's like that shit where the abusive boyfriend does, where he's like, oh, fuck, you know, you're useless, but you'll never find anyone without me, so I guess I'll just keep you around, like that type of shit. Oh, you're useless. No one's ever gonna want you anyway. Well, I guess I'll keep you around. Meanwhile, Narg is over here lusting after Misato.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you gotta respect the appeal for older women, I guess. They know what they want.
Hell, Maya would have been a better choice.
You're just a hater, bro.
Anyone who says they lust for Risako needs to get their heads checked in.
Bro, man, you would never last in a Persona game, would you?
All I know is apparently for Persona 5, everyone loves the Doctor.
Everyone loves the Doctor and the teacher. Did you see the one where the teacher was like, damn, they were posting a picture of who's the first guy in Persona 5? Is it Kamoshida? I think. Yeah, they're posting a picture of Kamoshida, and it's like, oh, this teacher was arrested for, you know, indecently doing things with a student. And then it's a picture of the main character and the teacher romance sitting on the couch like, damn, that's crazy. Dude, that shit is hilarious. I'm sorry, that shit had me dead. I was like, yep. Oh, man, that's funny. Alright, I think we looted everything. I think I'm good.
I'm not gonna run away. I feel
look,
bad for Shinji.
I think it's good that we have...
Whiny? Yeah, but I feel bad for him.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I think it's good that we have characters that are flawed, though. I think that's what makes it nice. And that means that you will have characters that are, and you know, we're gonna DMC this a little bit, that are kind of bitchy. I think that's actually a good thing.
What was it somebody said? What was it there somebody said? You know who is the true villain? You know who is the true villain of Evangelion?
Pen?
Shinji's mother.
Oh. No, don't pull a fucking Code Geass on me, dude. I don't want to even talk about it. I don't want to half spoil it. If you haven't watched... If you haven't watched Code Geass, go watch Code Geass, please. I recently watched it, bro. That shit is in my top 20 for sure.
Somebody was like, oh, she literally had Shinji as a kid come in and watch her as she gets sucked into a robot, traumatizing the poor fucking kid, where he can't even remember her face.
I don't hate it, man. That's what I love about anime. Anime could have 1,000 stories, and you know what? I will never get bored of some of it, man. Like, maybe I'm just easier to please in some aspects than other people, but I will never get bored of some of this. It's just too good, man. It's like my childhood. I love it. Now, if I had watched something like Evangelion when I was real young, maybe I'd be a little more fucked up. But you know what? Sometimes you gotta get, you know, like, your first exposure to something is always gonna be fucked up, and then, like, that desensitizing you get makes it better. It's okay to, like, see something so fucked up your brain doesn't know how to comprehend it. Like, isn't that, like, kind of like half the fun? You want to spend your whole life running scared from something? Like, no. Like, I'm lost, by the way. How the fuck am I lost? Like, no, I like that. I like when, you know, you see something, like, you play a horror game, you see some crazy shit you've never seen before. You're like, damn, they put this shit on a disc? Someone thought of this? You're over here, like, trying to comprehend, like, dude, I wanted to protect this character, and their head flies the fuck off. And you know, if you play Resident Evil, they be giving Leon some crazy fucking deaths, dude. Chris does not have this level of fucking crazy death. Maybe only in Code Veronica does Chris have, like, a couple really crazy deaths. Like, basically, what's her name? What was the lady in Code Veronica? I never remember her name. Alexia. Yeah, Alexia in her second form, the whole fight is basically an instant kill as she tries to, like, run around you and pick you up. If she touches you, it's an instant kill because she just ignites you. That's like Chris's worst death. It's like, oh, spontaneous combustion. Death. Meanwhile, Leon over here on a casual fucking day is getting his head bitten off. Fucking face melted off. Dude, the Novistadors melting your face off is crazy. You never see that kind of shit, bro. I was like, what the fuck? They could have been really bad with the stupid laser. The laser hallway. They could have gone crazy with the laser hallway. They did not have to do what they did in the slightest. These dudes could have been insane. Have this dude get cut into sushi bits.
I mean,
Scraping his emo ass off the fucking hallway
funny
floor.
enough, that's something they referenced in the live-action Resident Evil.
Oh yeah, that's where they got it from. No, actually, sorry. In the first movie, by the way, this guy kind of looks like Leon a bit. You got the hair. In the first Resident Evil, they had the laser room. I don't know what the inspiration was. But then they put it in Resident Evil 4, and then they had it again in Resident Evil, one of the final ones. I don't fucking know. It's been a long time since I've seen any of those movies. Yeah, Evil Within is completely off the fucking balls to the wall. But I don't think it's as I don't think the second game is as gruesome. Now, I never played it, but I don't think it's as gruesome. Evil Within 1, oh, Sebastian is just getting all levels of fucked.
Apparently, Evil Within 2 has a difficulty so damn hard that just one hit puts you at the beginning of the game.
Oh, so it's permadeath.
Pretty much.
Excellent. My favorite. How did you know, Max? I don't really like permadeath and stuff. I feel like Dead Space 2's hardcore is just way more fair and way more fun.
It's
like,
reasonable if it's a single-player game.
No, because like Dead Space 3, like it glitches out. So like you can't, they want you to beat the game in one sitting. Think about it. Dead Space 3 is like a 5-hour game tops. What is this? What is the average play time for not Dead Rising? Here we go. Let's go to YouTube. Let's actually figure this out. I'm not gonna look up a speed run, right? What's a casual playthrough of Dead Space 3? Not mine, of course. Someone on my fucking YouTube name is the Almighty Lolly. They're playing Final Fantasy 14. You know what? Shout out to the Almighty. That's the first name I see. You know what? Fuck it. Oh, they're doing Paglethon? You know what? I'm gonna subscribe to them. Fuck it. There you go. You got my subscription. Why not? Yo, they review anime and shit? Here, you know what? I link them. There you go. Shout out. I mean, listen, I'm small compared to them. Go give him some love. The Almighty Lolly. That name is absolutely insane. But you know what? Respect to it. Whatever. Fuck it. I'm not gonna judge. Let's see. Who's this? Someone who popped up in my YouTube homepage. Why not? Okay. What was I doing? Here we go. Dead Space 3 full game, no commentary by MK Ice and Fire. 8 hours. So let's assume that MK Ice and Fire did everything in the game. Let's cut off like 2 hours, 3 hours of side missions. If nothing else, it's a 5-hour game. You want to do a 5-hour glitchy game and hope it never fucking glitches out? And you have to do the entire game without dying? Like even Dead Space 2. What's Dead Space 2 like? Really quickly. Dead Space 2 is 5 hours. And remember, they give you 3 saves. I think that's way more I think that's way better, in my opinion.
Nope, I think permadeath and MMOs is stupid.
Yeah, I mean, I could have told you that WoW Hardcore was going to be problematic as shit. I could have told you that. But I mean, you know what? It's only for the hardcore people. They literally call it hardcore. And it was destined to make clips. Like, let's be fair here. WoW Classic Hardcore was destined to make fucking clips. There was going to be a day where someone was going to fuck up a raid mechanic that's been known about for like 30 years. It was going to happen, you know? Like, I could have told you that from the jump, too. If dude's a huge Asmongold YouTuber, you're going to get blasted just for mention. Whatever, man. Like, what do you want me to do? It's a cool name. I thought it's a funny name. I'll give credit where credit is due. Damn, if I could go back and change this channel's name, I would. There's no point. You're gonna watch videos on this channel 10 years from now of videos that were made 20 years at that point ago. And it's gonna be, oh, I'm spraying Pre 1000, and the name will be something completely different. I ain't even knocking them for it. I think it's a funny name. What's SR? And Senron? Okay, where you drop something. Thank you. Listen, they know their player base. I gotta respect them for that. If that's what people want, it's not, you know, that's what people get. It's not illegal. I'm not gonna sit here and say they should or shouldn't do things. Thank you. Very nice. The almighty Lolly. Man, some people got good YouTube names and good Final Fantasy character names. I'm so jealous, man. I'm terrible at naming characters and naming shit, man. I just can't do it. I'm really bad with it. Like, really, really bad. This sucks, man. Okay. At this point, heal greater wounds is taking a long time to even heal me. Look at that. Oh, come on. Get back here. Very nice. My favorite girl is a B-cup and has a huge Russian rifle with an axe head as a reverse bayonet. Her boobs also get larger with her transformation. You know what? That sounds like those gacha games that Max plays. Which ones do you play again?
Punishing Grey Raven.
Yeah, because of the DMC. You fucking nice
Shut
person.
up.
You know that, what's its name? Brown Dust is having a Goblin Slayer collab?
I'm not surprised.
So, you already know what people are posting. Everyone's favorite show, everyone's favorite anime, Goblin Slayer. No, there was no controversy around Goblin Slayer when it came out, folks. Nope. Not even a bit. Totally. I play Azur Lane. Yeah, I don't play any of those. It's not my speed.
I'm not the biggest fan of some of the turn-based stuff. Like, I know Girls Frontline is the XCOM gacha. Not a big fan of that one.
Yeah, like, I don't hate the genre, obviously. I think it's good that people, they've found, profitability with this. But it is definitely not for me. Girls Frontline is so depressing, I would not know. I have never played it.
See, I haven't heard that it was depressing. Honestly, I don't even want to play it. The moment I got depressed was when I played Honkai Impact.
Fucking, oh my god, dude. 30 pounds over encumbered. Like, what the fuck, man? What do you want from me? I'm gonna drop the claymore. Whatever, we're not coming back for it. Oh my god, I hate you. Anti-content. Seriously. Oh, by the way, we have to play Death Stranding this summer, folks. That's happening.
Why? Because the second game's coming out?
Yeah, and I want to play it. Alright, never mind. We have to leave and come back. How the fuck do we get out of here? Am I really just gonna have to run backwards? Just got back into J Survivor. I'm now stuck on the Vader fight. I put it off and was trying to get through the map. Burnt out till May the 4th. Yeah, I feel you on that. Sometimes I get burnt out on shit too. And like, you try to get back into it and it's hard. Like, listen, I'm burnt out sometimes. Like, some days it's just... How am I taking damage?
The Vader fight, it's just...
It is definitely, we were saying the
You
other
have
day,
to be
it is the
super
hardest part of the
lucky.
game.
You have to be super lucky to parry.
What the fuck? What am I getting hurt by? What?
On the hardest difficulty, I was playing on the normal difficulty, and parries were like
What the
small.
fuck is hitting me?
Like watching Spray play it, like those parry windows are not the greatest for Vader.
What was I taking damage from? That was really weird.
Oh, and also avoiding when Vader's throwing shit at you.
Okay.
I love how Jedi Survivor has this one moment where it switches from Cal to Seer, and it's a whole different new thing.
Kind of like Nier, where the very cycle of life is horribly twisted. I noticed that Nier has had probably some of the most impact of any game ever in its respective genres, and maybe even outside of it. I think that that's like one of the coolest things to see happen, but also one of the most interesting things. That Nier Automata has literally completely changed the landscape around it to such an insane fucking degree.
Depressing. I know Nier gets depressing, especially with the A2 storyline.
Nier is completely depressing. I don't think a single good thing has ever happened in a playthrough of Nier, ever. Oops, what key did I just put in? I didn't mean to do that. Nothing good has ever happened in a playthrough of Nier, seriously. But that's what makes Nier fun. That's what makes it one of the more interesting games, is that they're not afraid to try crazy shit, crazy plot lines. Definitely had some of the more interesting gameplay. Because, like, we could have just had the whole game be 2B and you just hold stuff. The only thing I had to do was I had to rebind shoot. That was kind of fun, I guess. I had to rebind shoot because I had... You know, it's the same thing I had to do in Devil May Cry 4 where you have to rebind fucking shoot so you could actually hold it as Nero. Same shit.
Yeah, I had to rebind shoot in 5.
Yeah, I'm probably going to have to do the same shit.
Because apparently, what was it? You can't use like one of the X, Y buttons because, again, if you're playing Dante...
How the fuck are you supposed to hold that?
Yeah, like...
That's impossible. How many fingers do you have, dude? Like, you gotta start holding your controller in weird fucking ways? I'm not doing all that, bro. It ain't that serious. I mean, it is. But, you know, it ain't that serious. Alright, I don't know what happened to this key. Alright, whatever. It's in here, maybe. I have no idea.
I remember I was playing Borderlands 1. One of the bandits says, "I'm gonna rip your face off and say hi to your mama with it." Oh, what was it? One of the midget bandits will call you like a petulant asshole, ass crack.
You should give No More Heroes a try. I wish I could, but I don't know. You don't have to have the move controller or whatever to do that. Like, isn't that like a move game? Isn't that like the whole point? It's a move game. Do I really want to sit around and play a fucking PlayStation move game? Maybe there's a version of it that doesn't require motion control. Oh, there's a PC port. Maybe. I don't know if Suda51 games are really my speed and my style. I'm just being honest. Like, I've known people have told me to play Killer 7. I don't know if I would like it, you know? Maybe I would, but I don't know. It might not be worth me really going out of my way. By the way, this is how we get so many potions of sorcery, because these dudes literally have, like, 2 apiece. Fuck. Okay, so when it's a stack of 3, you pick up all 3 at once. When it's a stack of 2, you don't. Okay, drop this. That rat never stood a chance. What got me back is so dumb. Someone found a video game camera. They found the OG "I'm Your Father" reaction. Isn't that like crazy? There's people who made legit playthroughs of games like back in the like 80s, in the 90s. They had like a VHS. They were just like, oh yeah, look at this. Now obviously there was no YouTube to upload, right? YouTube only really took off because it became easier and more tenable to not only host these videos, but to render them, save them, and then upload them, you know? Like, YouTube 3 years prior wouldn't have worked, and YouTube 3 years later probably would have been outdone by someone who did it first. I think that's one of the cool parts about it. It's like a whole history of making games, or making a website that supports it. OG shit, man. Think about like all those old school reactions that you know would have been crazy. Like imagine watching someone play like what's a really crazy game?
Splatterhouse?
Not Splatterhouse. Oh! I fell down. You have contracted chills? Not anymore. What the fuck, dude?
I'd say hatred.
You know what I'm talking about.
I'm not gonna say cuck simulator.
No, oh my god. Just like in general, like a good game. Like imagine someone playing Silent Hill 2, the original, and they get to the end, and then I'm not gonna spoil it here, but like they get to the end of Silent Hill 2, and they're like, oh my god, what the fuck? Like, you know, like Metal Gear Solid 2 would be another one. You know, like they get to the end of Metal Gear Solid 2, they get the big plot twist. It's like, imagine seeing someone's legit reaction to that preserved on VHS and then digitized and uploaded. Like, think about how cool that would be.
It's like watching everybody's reaction
To Vader, yes.
When, yeah. You beat me to it to be an ass, didn't you?
No, because I knew what you were going to say, because I didn't mean to be an ass. Shut up.
Looks like I'm gonna have to smother you in your sleep.
What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Who pissed in your Cheerios?
Sickness must be purged.
Hilarious. Motherfucker's still quoting fucking Heaven's Word. Go away, bro. The rest of us moved on from that literally 8 years ago, dude.
Rip and tear.
Okay, the rest of us moved on from that literally 6 years ago.
The seas part for we alone.
6 years ago.
You belong in my
Like
world.
on VHS, someone smuggled one of those motherfuckers into the Empire Strikes. Yeah, imagine smuggling in these big, because the video cameras back then were big, right? And expensive, too. Nowadays, you buy a phone that does 20 times more and weighs 20 times less with 20 times less maintenance. But back then, imagine smuggling this shit in and, like, just getting people getting the "I am your father" or whatever type shit. Could you imagine? Nowadays, Disney would probably, well, they wouldn't pay you, but Disney would be like, damn, look how cool Star Wars fans are, guys. We have OG clips from back in the day. They wouldn't pay you, knowing fucking Disney. Imagine that. What would have gotten you probably in trouble or maybe even arrested in 1980 would probably get you beloved. You would be a hero of the people. Even the company itself would probably, you know, give you some credit.
Before they arrest you.
No, I don't think they wouldn't arrest you for 1980s bullshit. Dude, everyone knows the "I am your father" plot twist. That's just like par for the fucking course, dude. That's literally, have you been in American media for the last, like, 40 years at this point, almost. More than 40 years. That's how old some of this shit is, dude. The people that acted in it are dead, dying, or stupid. Like, isn't that some crazy shit? That's how old this shit is, man. Power from the well. Very nice.
Too bad High School of the Dead will never be finished.
Oh, well. Didn't the guy die?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
got sick. And he died. It was like...
Just
damn.
like how the Yu-Gi-Oh guy died, too.
I think so, actually.
That sucks, man.
I
What
like,
was
damn.
the other mangaka that passed recently? Dragon Ball Man.
Yep.
Toriyama.
Before that,
Toriyama.
it was Miura.
Yeah! Oh my god, dude. That sucks. I gotta scratch my head. Yeah, look at those blood textures. Damn. I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty effective. Look at that. We could actually get blocked to a really high level. I wonder what block even does at a high level. Dead. Kills itself by hitting me. Very nice.
People on Twitter rediscovering Berserk.
Yeah,
First time.
once a year people discover Berserk and are like, wow, how could someone write this? And I'm like, oh god, here we fucking go again.
Me looking at 50 Shades of Grey. Oh my god, how could somebody write this?
Oh, hold on, this is gonna be bad.
Me looking at the Marquis de Sade. How the fuck can you write this?
What year did he fucking write it in? I mean, that would probably say a lot. Probably a long fucking time ago. I like how that's the one piece of degenerate filth you know about. Dude, one time I used to hang out with someone. We would watch fucked up movies. We watched a fucking Serbian film.
You know, I had roommates and they described we were trying to sleep and I got bored. We just started talking about movies and they described that in full detail. I was like, this movie made it to the US somehow?
I mean, like, the US has usually been laxer about this stuff than a lot of other places, so it kind of makes sense. It's like, we're just not up our asses as much about certain things, I guess, which is fine. Like, I would actually prefer that. That's my thing, is, like, I don't think we should stifle a lot of this creativeness just because, you know, people are fucking whatever. Now, that doesn't mean I just think anything should be made and it could be as bad as it fucking wants to be. Like, obviously, I think you should try to make good things. But, you know, what's good is a little subjective. Sometimes
It's
objective.
imagination.
His boner lasted for more than 4 hours, writing High School of the Dead, and he had a stroke. I don't even...
Jesus
I don't
Christ.
think... I know it's a shit post, but, like, I don't really think so. I don't even think it was that lewd. What was the other zombie anime that people were watching recently? Zom 100? Yeah, I saw a little bit of it on
High School of
Toonami.
the Dead was...
I wasn't too into it, I'll be honest.
High School of the Dead had lewd moments, I won't lie. Like when the main character is like going prone and he's got his like shotgun firing like on the girl's breast.
I think it's
You know,
super silly. It wasn't even... It was cool, I guess, because the animation, I think, was good, if I remember correctly. But it wasn't, like, a really great fucking anime. Gundam Otaku, I name you honorary member of the Knights of the Southern Cross. What the hell is that supposed to mean?
Uh-oh, was it because I said that about the freaking shit?
No, Narg is your new best... Narg is a bigger fan of you than me now.
Oh boy.
So when I tell you, like, hey, you should probably, like, say something to your fans, this guy is like, no, anyway, I told you. I fucking told you. He never listens to me. You haven't heard of us yet? Oh, he's a hipster. We're so underground, you haven't heard of us yet. We haven't formed my death metal millennial rock band yet. You haven't heard of us. We're so underground, we don't exist yet. Like, imagine I actually make a band. I would totally be in a band. I don't know what instrument I would play.
You know, I'm a big deal in the Resistance.
I hate you so fucking much. Like, I like how they try so hard to make iconic quotes. It just ends up sounding, like, insincere as fuck.
I
Because-
love how for a moment you and I literally thought that Finn said this stupid shit in the movie with Phasma. Yeah, Phasma? Who's the captain now, Phasma?
It's so bad. I had a stroke watching Last Jedi, I swear to God. And then I watch fucking, what was the other one? I watch Rise of Skywalker and I pray for the fucking Fortnite pinata to come down and spice up the movie. Because the movie was so bad. And look, I'll be fair. I went into the movie knowing it was completely butchered in the fucking editing room. Like everything else Lucas makes now, or LucasArts makes nowadays. I went in knowing that shit was fucked up. I'm not even gonna lie. But it was fucked up. It's a dumb fucking movie. Everything about it is awful. Every single plot line in that movie sucks dick. It's awful. There's not a single fulfilling fucking plot line in Rise of Skywalker. Not even a B plot line that you could kind of like root for on the side. Like, it's just bad from start to fucking finish. Nothing good happens in Rise of Skywalker at all. Period. It's so fucking awful.
Rey jumps over the TIE fighter.
Like, that might be one of the best things that came out of that fucking movie is this dude fucking soyboying over it. Like, I'm serious. I think that genuinely this dude soyboying is more memorable than what actually happens in the movie. Because in the movie, there's no fucking logical reason why Kylo has to do it. It's purely for trailer footage. And once you understand that they put all this stuff in the movie just so they could have trailer footage, things make a lot more fucking sense. Once you understand that 90% of it is trailer footage, it makes perfect sense. Where the fuck are they? Like, that whole Darth Rey scene, right? Trailer footage. And I even said that. I was like, there's no way she's actually going to turn to the dark side. Disney isn't going to do that to their precious fucking cash cow. No fucking way. And they didn't. Because of course they didn't. Because they're boring. They're predictable.
Give me that lightsaber.
God, it's so fucking dog shit,
Does
bro.
it belong to you? It belongs to me.
He kisses Space Hitler and then fucking dies. It's just so dumb. It's so stupid. Who the fuck at Disney greenlights any of this shit anymore, man? I know it's a 5-year-old movie, but like really, like $1 billion companies making shit that even fan fiction would do better than. It's trash, dude.
And what's your name, dearie?
You wanna know what's another?
Ray.
You know what's another fucking crazy thing though? The are you offering me a job quote?
Are you offering me a job?
It's so awful, dude. It's not even funny. It's just not. It's not Daisy Ridley's fault. It's just that someone writing this shit is ass, bro. Shit is garbage.
The same person who decided to pull out a shirt saying the Force is female.
Yeah, are you wondering what they're focusing on when they're writing it? It certainly isn't the fucking plot. I wanted Finn to be a Jedi. Literally everyone I know ever wanted Finn to be a Jedi. And they could have had Rey and Finn both be Jedi. There was literally nothing stopping this. This was not a zero-sum game. They literally could have... Everyone saw Finn with the lightsaber. You know exactly what I'm talking about. The promotion where he has it sideways. Everyone saw that and was like, that shit looks so cool. They could have just turned him into Kyle Katarn and Rey swapped him and just used that plot line. And you know what? It would have been better than what we got. Yeah, and then we get a traitor. Remember, that's my favorite part. Oh, and then Captain Phasma's around. And then they kill her off. Because reasons. Very nice. Don't even Boba Fett that shit. Even I was willing to give them the credit of... What?
And somehow she comes back.
She does?
Did she come back in Rise of Skywalker?
No, that was my point. I was like, they'll have her die now to bring her back later or some shit. No. Dude, the whole plot of that movie was available like weeks beforehand.
You're watching on Fortnite too.
And my favorite part is like you even know what the plot of the movie is, like, because you could see where they cut, like you could see the outlines of what they cut in and out of the fucking movie. It's really sad. It's really sad that a $1 billion movie made by a multi-billion-dollar company is so fucking uncaring. It's just terrible. What the fuck was that noise? Motherfuckers sound like Shannon Sharp. Bubble Shell. That's Bubble Shell.
I had to handle business, Ocho, you see?
We gotta be professional, Ocho. Anyway. Hey, traitor! Fucking hell, dude. Yeah, tell me why I gave up on Star Wars many, many seasons ago, dude. It's a mystery, folks. The world will never know.
And fighting against Kylo Ren.
It's fucking the most boring shit imaginable, dude. It's like they really went out of their way to make some of the most boring shit possible. Now we keep that. How over encumbered are we? 2 pounds, dude. Fuck off. There's nothing to drink. I just emptied out my inventory. Oh, fucking hell. Do we have, like, something really light to drop? I don't have the glass boots. You know what's weird? They don't let you see your weight when you interact with the, like, the boxes. So I guess I have to leave, and I'll come back. We'll empty this out, and then we're kind of out of time anyway. So let's leave if I can. I'm probably getting lost. We'll empty the. We'll finish this dungeon, and that'll be it for today. Go left. How are the prequels scoring up now? Well, I always thought the prequels were good. So like you're talking to someone who didn't like flip out over Jar Jar. And unfortunately, I really do think Star Wars is like a victim of its own popularity, because obviously the original 3 movies are held to such a ridiculously high standard and such a ridiculously like high place in people's hearts. I don't think there was almost anything that Lucas could have added to it that would have made it better. That's not to say the prequels are perfect, but they're definitely not as bad as people made it out to be back in the day. It just sucks. That's the unfortunate part. I don't think it's nearly as bad as people make it out to be, but I also understand, like, there's a lot of things that could have been better. I feel like having Qui-Gon die at the end of the movie and not having, like, a jump cut to, like... I think Anakin, honestly, should have been a near teen by the time the movie came out, or by the movie concluded. It kind of would have made a little bit more sense. And then, like... Anakin and Obi-Wan could have fought Darth Maul, and it would have, like, I feel like a lot of it just gets relegated to, like, off-screen stuff. And I think that it, like, kind of cheapens it a little bit. I feel like a lot of this stuff needed to be on-screen so we know to care about it a lot. Anakin was kind of a creepy baby boy. And I feel bad for Jake Lloyd. Man, they fucking, like, actual rabid fans fucked up this dude's life because he was in a movie that they didn't even think that was, like, they didn't think it was good.
He got bullied at school.
Like, imagine that shit. Like, instead of being cheered for being like, wow, you're in a world-famous movie, people fucking shit all over him for it. How awful. How actually awful. Only time I think you should... And first of all, the dude's a kid. But half the time, you know, if these people just kind of... Wait, what the fuck? Oh, shit. Random wolf. Okay, he hits me and dies. That's what I like to see. Like, I don't really go after... I don't think you should go after actors unless they are aggressively one way or another. Then you could criticize them. I don't think you should, like, make it your life's goal to go after them or anything like that. But I do think, like, if they're just acting in a movie that happens to be bad, just because the movie's popular doesn't mean you should just, like, completely torch them. I don't believe the same thing happened to Kelly Marie Tran. I feel like that was overhyped. I didn't see a lot of evidence that that was really people going in. That's not to say that anyone was lying, but I think that might have gotten blown a little bit too far out of proportion. But, you know, if I happen to see that it happened more, you know, happened legitimately the way they say, yeah, I agree. I don't think you should do that to people. It's obviously fucked up.
And had to eventually go live on a farm for a while.
Yeah, like, imagine that. You can't even walk into a fucking thing. Some dude who's, like, so up his ass about episode 6 and episode 5. Like, you can't even have a normal, functional life. Like, that's fucked, dude. I do agree. That is fucked. Like, at the end of the day, it's just a movie. Like, if we want to go that far, you know, zoom out, you have to remember it's just entertainment, right? Like, some dude's life is not the same as your fucking headcanon for some stupid movie. Now, that said, if we want to critique art, yeah, we could critique art. We could say it's awful.
Yeah, where's all the rabid fans for all this weird-ass woke shit that gets fucking dropped?
They're not watching it. They wait for idiots like you and me to go fucking see it. And I stopped watching shit forever ago. The only Disney stuff I support are the Fallen Order games, and if they make a good Lego kit. Because at least the Lego kit I could, like, show off in my room. What?
And Clone Wars.
Yeah, I totally supported Clone Wars. It was really good. But, like, how often are they going to make a Clone Wars? Like, Andor is fucking trash. Like, half of this stuff is bad now. It's just, they don't even care, so I don't care. Plus, I'm playing more games now anyway, so it is what it is. It's just people who want to huff farts, working on something they didn't make that they know has a lot of fucking attention and a lot of people care about it, so they could then resume build. It's just resume building. Like, it's the same way that, like, you'll do one thing for your job, and then you'll completely blow it out of proportion and act like you did 500 other things for your job, you know?
I will say, I don't
Jake
think
was not super fan bash. That was somewhat made up. The family had many, many cases of mental things. His mom kept him away from that stuff. His breakdown was they knew it was coming. That's what Viv says. I don't know how true or false that is, but, you know, I do think that people definitely were way too harsh on episode 1. I mean, I think that's my big takeaway from it, is that people were way too harsh on episode 1. It wasn't that ridiculous, folks. I don't think it was that bad. I think people way, way, way overhyped how bad it is. I think Jar Jar did to Star Wars, like, original trilogy fans what DMC Dante did to fucking DMC fans. Like, you would think that this dude fucked your mother in front of you and murdered your dad, the way people fucking talk about what he did to the franchise. Like, seriously, like, and then ignore everything good about it. Like, if I had to say one good thing about the fucking sequel trilogy, I guess it looks nice. You know? I could say a good thing about it, and I actually kind of mean it. It looks nice.
Meanwhile, we got the hyperspace ramming.
Yeah, like, I'm not gonna lie, that shit where they do the Holdo maneuver, that was the coolest scene in the fucking movie. The problem is that they thought about it the wrong way. They were like, we want to have this cool scene where you shoot through the fucking big ship. And then they made the story explain around it. That's not a terrible way to go about it. It's not a great way, right? Here's a cool shot. We know we want to have it. Okay, how do we get there? Well, she'll do a 1 in a million maneuver, and it's really untested, and she's really fucking stupid. And, you know, then as a last-ditch resort to redeem herself, you know, you see how that doesn't work? It doesn't work that way. You know, you could think you'll have a cool scene and then write a story around it, but that's harder because you have to really make sure it makes sense. Because it's easy to make cool-looking scenes that have no good context. There's tons of action movies that have cool scenes that have no fucking reason why the characters would act that way. It's just action movie slop. Episode 8 is very visually good, if I had to give it actual compliments. The throne room is another great visual-looking set piece. And then, like, none of it makes any fucking sense.
And then the fight scene, which we thought was cool at first.
I'm like, this dude is over here twirling. It's like a fucking play. You know, you watch a play and, like, all the actresses and actors are just dancing and, you know, whatever. Like,
just
what the
standing
fuck,
there waiting
bro?
to take turns, and I'm like, are y'all serious?
Counter prompts, dude. Whoever designed it was a huge fan of Arkham games.
Playing the Arkham games on the easiest difficulty right now.
Yeah, with wide-ass parry windows. Yeah, 8 is by far the worst of the trilogy, but I will say that 8 looks the best, for sure. 7 has the moment where they're flying the X-Wings across the lake. That stuck in my brain rent-free as a Rogue Squadron fan. And as a lover of X-Wings and a lover of Lego X-Wings, because I have... How many Lego X-Wings do I have, actually? Not enough. There's another one that came out that I don't have. I'm not going to get it, but, you know... Hold on, I'll even tell you. I have the Dagobah X-Wing that came out many years ago. I have the blue sequel trilogy X-Wing, the orange Rogue Leader X-Wing, another X-Wing that they released. I think I have like 4 X-Wings, because X-Wings are fucking cool.
The blue X-Wing was cool.
I like the black and orange. See, I like Poe flying that shit. That shit was cool.
What's that animated fucking Star Wars show? The one with the racers, Star Wars
I don't know why you're asking me.
it was Star Wars something. It
I
took
have
place
no
in the
idea.
sequel trilogy.
And that's why I don't know jack shit about it. The Netflix one?
No, not the Netflix one.
Did they even put
Um,
Netflix ones out? Some ninja shit? No, not that. Who even knows? There's so much Star Wars bullshit, and all of it is so forgettable and terrible. Or at best mid.
yeah, Star Wars Resistance.
Oh,
I
fucking
thought they had cool looking X-wings.
Because I really care about the fucking Resistance, dude.
I'm a big deal in the Resistance.
Awful. They try so... Like, they think of good quotes, and then they don't think of any of the context around why they would want to do these fucking quotes. And maybe that works a little bit better in anime, because you could just kind of, like, do cool shit in anime, and, like, people just kind of forgive it because it's anime. But, like, what the fuck is actually even happening? You know, like, they think of all these cool quotes, and then they put them in Battlefront 2, like they really fucking just, like, blew people's minds away. I don't know, man. The Resistance are terrorists? I mean, they're not. They're they're state-sanctioned, right? The New Republic, like, kind of condones them as their military wing. I think.
The Resistance is more or less what the Rebel Alliance was.
Yeah, it's based... Like, they just wanted to remake the original
The
trilogy,
New
bro.
Republic essentially just became, again, as
Complacent
evident
in record speed.
as evident by when you watch Mando, Mando season 3, when the dude who was one of the marshals, Mando saw, like, who was trying to stop his ship in the X-wing. He goes to the New Republic office to tell them we need to send reinforcements to this planet. And then they're like, we are backed up on orders. We're trying to organize the government. And then one of the Imperial turned people decides to say, well, maybe they should have just joined the New Republic like everybody else, and then they'd be a priority. And I'm just sitting here like, are y'all actually letting this happen?
It's sad, too, because, like, I feel like if they had adapted the Yuzong Vong shit, I kind of like the idea that the Imperial Remnant just, like, continues to exist. I thought that's, like, one of the coolest plot lines that never gets really expanded on.
Shit. You know, the Yuzong Vong shit was what gave them the idea that, you know, Leia and all these people, the idea that maybe we shouldn't call ourselves the New Republic, because at the end of the day, it's just stained. We'll just call ourselves the Galactic Alliance, so that we don't have another issue of the Trade Federation feeling stifled.
Yes,
or
feeling whatever. I really do hate that all of that is just, like, way better thought out, way better designed, way better written, way better everything. I don't know, like, it's just hard to care about any of this stuff, because, you know, it's just very little. It's just not good. I don't know. I don't even know why I'm trying to jump through hoops to fucking talk about it like this. It's just not that good. I saved, right? Did I save? Yes, okay, good. How long have we played for? That's game duration in-game. That's not actual stream game. How long have we played for? Like 13 hours? Yeah, 13. Okay. It's crazy. In an interview, fan stuff did not help, but the mom said they kept Jake away, and once he was better, it was like last year. Who remembers when he did an interview and you'd think the news would run it? So, basically, he just had a fucked up childhood anyway. I mean, look, maybe that's good to know, because I was always under the assumption they harassed this dude out of existence. Obviously, the fan stuff didn't help. You're right, probably. Even, we were talking about Hideki Anno. Everyone loves Hideki Anno now. When Hideki Anno was making Evangelion, like, he got death threats because of the fucking ending. Like, that's one of the things.
Man got so depressed at one point, he just decided, my apartment's gonna be on fire, so I'm just gonna lay in bed.
Yeah, his apartment caught on fire, and he just laid in bed. Now, who knows how true this is? Maybe it's true. I'd like to assume it's true, right? But he was so depressed, and he was just like, fuck it, and maybe I'll just die here. You know, like, maybe I'll just fucking die. Who cares? So, I feel bad. I do. He got death threats because people weren't happy with 25-26, and I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't that great. You know, it's cool that they were able to kind of find some kind of ending, you know, with low budget. but you know, it wasn't that great, and it probably wasn't even all his fault. And he's posting the actual death threats in the fucking thing. That's a Kanye move. You know that, right? Kanye would
Oh,
get
wow.
some crazy shit in the mail, and he would fucking put that shit on his actual next music video. Like, and everyone lived happily ever after, except Skeet. No, JK, he's fine. I love that
No,
shit.
JK, he's fine.
That music video was fucking hilarious because the whole music video was just him being mad that like Pete Davidson is. Well, what was Pete Davidson even fucking doing?
He was with Kim Kardashian.
Oh, yo, salt, actual salt. I get it. Yo, Kanye. Look. I'd rather Kanye do this than pull a fucking Diddy and bomb some dude's car, bomb Kid Cudi's car, allegedly. Totally not for real, just allegedly, of course. Did not help, but the news will not run that because fans bad, fan is all evil. Well, definitely now. You think that they're gonna fucking give the fans any leniency? They want to depict the fans as like these fat, overweight white dudes that just hate all women, and that's why they don't like Ray. It was really dumb. Instead of a whole bunch of people, they have videos of people going to fucking episode 6 or was it episode 5, and there's tons of female fans. They had a black girl fan. You know, like it's all bullshit. Who even? No one buys this. It's all propaganda. You know, they're just another arm of it, just so they can move colors and make you feel bad.
And then freaking the girl playing Reva saying, sorry Star Wars fans, but you're all racist."
Oh my
And it's
god!
like,
Can I interject? I hate to fucking take the mic back from you, dude. Whoever works at Disney and keeps doing the whole, oh no, the ship got destroyed, but it was actually the other ship that they didn't see. Stop. Really fucking stop, dude. It's
Fired.
like you're treating the audience like a fucking idiot. Oh, there was another ship actually that wasn't in the shot before. They even did this in Obi-Wan. Oh, Darth Vader walks in, rips a ship apart, you know? Okay, well, we were in the other ship in the fucking hall. Obi-Wan is such a terrible show. It has no reason to exist. It literally should have had a plot twist where it's a fucking fictional fantasy in Obi-Wan's mind. You know, like he's fighting his demons. I think that honestly would have made the show even better. Is if like he's actually not doing any of this stuff. He's just laying in his fucking cot in a hole somewhere on a backwater planet in the middle of nowhere because he's having this weird fantasy of being able to do everything again differently and redeem himself. And then he wakes up, like literally, he just has a fucking breakdown. It would have been a much better show. And I'm not saying this to make, Ewan McGregor, to make him a more depressed man or whatever. I'm just saying it would have fit better.
Him and Kid Leia trying to get past the checkpoint instead of just walking around it.
The fucking, what is that place called? The Inquisitorius or whatever, the Castle Inquisitorius, man. Do they have the worst fucking security ever? I feel like I get fucking patted down more going into airports than the fucking the literal hub of the Inquisitors.
So wait, let's see. First, Cal went there looking for a rescue seer. Then we have Obi-Wan infiltrating the place.
And then Obi-Wan walks in with a 5-year-old, and they still have worse security, dude. It is the worst fucking place in Star Wars history, dude. Anyone can walk in and tour that motherfucker, and nobody cares, dude. Oh my god, that's so crazy. It's so bad, man. Like, you have to think about the lore, dude. Like, come on, man. Like, oh no, don't worry. Ki-Adi-Mundi is like 50 years old, but he's also alive like 100 years ago. And like, oh, god, it's so. And Darth Plagueis saw the fucking lesbians do the thing, and that's why he wants to have eternal life. And oh god,
what was it?
Obi-Wan, a bunch of fucking trained mercenaries can't catch an 8-year-old running around a fucking forest like it's a fucking Teletubbies cartoon. Like. Obi-Wan repeats the same fucking mistake he made 5 years prior for no reason at all, instead of obviously ending him legitimately. Like, it just makes everything
for the sake of plot. It was for the sake of plot. But I will say, if that was gonna happen anyway, then they shouldn't have. It should have been something like Obi-Wan's getting away. Obi-Wan fights off the Inquisitors, realizes maybe I need to stop hiding. But he doesn't fight Vader. Instead, while he's flying away, he senses just Vader looking at his ship.
Why not just have a billion dudes come shoot at him and rescue Vader? Like, seriously. They like give him a reason why he can't actually finish off Vader that feels believable. Don't just do the whole thing where he's like, I won't kill you again. There's still good in you. It just reeks of he has to canonically survive, and we can't fuck up the timeline that much. So he just has to leave him so they could have their fight in episode 4. It's so stupid. What Disney is so fucking trash, dude. Man, I fucking hate this shit. It's so bad. Disney movies have 3 elements in common: floating mascot, talking animal, and woman of color. Well, unfortunately for us, in Star Wars, I wish we had a talking animal. We have Babu Frick. I wish I was kidding.
We had the porgs.
I wish I was kidding about Babu Frick. That is a real character in episode 9. I hate you. And you sound like him too when you do that. It's the fucking worst. Yeah, remember Babu Frick? I'm not kidding. That is his real name. This is a real thing that happened in Star Wars. Babu Frick.
And it was literally my boy Paul thinking he's gonna get a shot at that girl, and she totally turns it around and is with another woman.
Someone needs to dissect episode 9, man. What about The Mandalorian? Season 1's pretty good. Season 2 is okay. Season 3 is trash.
Season 3 is trash because of the fact it essentially becomes the Bo-Katan show.
Yeah,
and again, I'm not saying I have an issue with Bo-Katan. I think she was a good written character, but we've already seen her story. I already know how much of a massive hypocrite she is.
I think what's worse about it is that I feel like they're using Mando as a crutch, because even Boba Fett's second season was basically just Mando 2.5. He's the only straight white dude in the galaxy. Yeah, because now Luke is fucking... You couldn't just give us Mara Jade, bro? Really? Man, Legends might be written by 100 different dudes, and some of it is obviously not to the same level as other stuff. But man, it's like being in a fucking drought, bro.
It's like when I watch, and I get it. No, Bo-Katan grew as a character. I'll admit, she did. But at first, we all have to admit she was a hypocrite. She wanted things to go. She wanted Mandalore to go back to the way it was. And what does she do? Indirectly get her sister killed.
Oh God!
And then has the nerve to tell Boba he's a clone. He's just a clone. He was just made in a lab or some shit like that. And you know, somebody made like this comic where Boba says it differently, like, Bo-Katan's like, you're a clone. You don't have brothers. It's like, yeah, and you don't have a sister. And she gets upset because of it.
Of course. Oh my God. I don't hate Bo-Katan. I just think that some characters can't carry an entire movie by themselves.
Again,
or an entire show
her story was already seen. We already know what her story was. Rebels pretty much explained it.
Yeah, like, and then, like, if you're, like, remember, a lot of people are watching Mando that have never watched almost anything Star Wars related, probably since the original trilogy, or maybe, maybe a little more recent. If you don't watch Clone Wars, which expands on, like, 90% of this stuff, like, you have, you just have to imagine...
Rebels is literally just a big blank for you.
Yeah, like, all this stuff is just like, oh, here's this really important character you really need to know a lot about. It's like, this is the problem with, like, Revenge of the Sith coming out in 2005, and then Ahsoka poofing into existence in 2008, is like, they have to find a way to explain why Ahsoka was nowhere to be found between episodes 2 and then 3, where she obviously would have done something, and they did an alright job, I think. But yeah, I don't know, man. They have to remember, like, a lot of people who've never seen Mando, or never seen, Clone Wars. And remember, at the time of me playing Fallen Order, I hadn't really progressed that far in Clone Wars. Me watching Clone Wars and me watching One Piece was one day someone was like, hey, you said you were going to and you never did. And you know what I said? Kakegurui, bet, motherfucker. I'm just going to watch it today. And then I did. And then I watched a couple episodes. You watch a little bit, you get your fill. I could only watch so much One Piece in a fucking day before I'm kind of like, okay, I'm a little burnt out. You know what I mean? Max knows. Like, I can only watch maybe, like, 5 episodes, 10 episodes tops.
Fallen Order for this fan to finally finish Clone Wars.
Yeah, like I started it and I took a little break, and then I was like, okay, sure. I listened to this dude. If I didn't listen
And
to him, I
then
wouldn't. I wouldn't have had a worse time probably.
so excited when they said they were airing season 7.
Oh my god, dude! It's.
The
I
heartbreak
enjoy Rebels,
season.
by the way, for what it's worth. I
I
enjoyed
didn't.
Rebels. I
Here's the
haven't
thing. I
finished it
thought
though.
Rebels was good. My issue was I was watching on Disney XD, so I was getting a lot of reruns.
That's yeah. That's
And again, I didn't watch a lot of the Clone Wars before I knew that Rebels is supposed to be like a sequel to it.
a lot of this stuff was just random projects that were kind of canon that they then later had to make super canon. They had to really like plan and put this shit in correctly. So. Also, the guy from High School of the Dead used the girl's boobs to recoil dampen a rifle. Yeah, I remember that scene. They were on the floor. I remember that now. Disney
Funny
had the
ass
nerve
scene.
to sell a Mara lightsaber recently. How could they sell a Mara lightsaber if she's never shown up in the canon? Like, wouldn't that have just made for a more interesting episode 9, episode 7 through 9? Mara Jade shows up, and she, like, Luke has to, like, do some stuff, or just, like, an interquill that kind of ties into Palpatine coming back. Like, it's just ass, bro. I'm sorry. I'll never care about it again. I'm tired, by the way. Alright, are we ready to wrap up?
Yep, yes so.
Very exciting stream. I want to thank everyone who showed up once again. Thanks, Narg. Thanks, Devin. Thanks, Viff. Shout out to the almighty Lolly. Just your name alone is like, it's enough for me to sub. I gotta put respect. Yo, that's so fucking crazy. Oh my god. Anyway, what was I saying? And you're playing Final Fantasy 14 too, so you know what? Shout out to that. Why not? Hell yeah, dude. They talk about Berserk. Yeah, they got millions of views on their videos. Holy shit. Bro, they recap Berserk. Holy shit, Berserk full cut, the final real version. 21 hours long. Holy shit, dude. You're gonna need bathroom breaks. Plural. Yo, some people on YouTube are just great, man. Wait, they got a store tab? Oh shit. Yo, I gotta get a store tab on my channel, dude. I'm gonna sell one item, a fucking keychain. A fucking keychain. It'll be worth it, dude. Oh my god, that would be great. We could finally have the store, just like what Viff always wanted. Listen, guys, we gotta get partnered, and then we could do a store probably. I have no idea what you have to do to get it. Oh, it's from Teespring? Huh. Fucking finally, he says. How do you get to, like, Teespring? I don't even know if it's called that
Rest
anymore.
in peace, Titanfall.
Oh my fucking god. Anyway, anything else, Max? Vindicated? What the hell? Alright. Y'all have a good evening. I'll see you tomorrow for Xenoblade. I'm gonna go chill, get some sleep. Probably in like 30 minutes, I'm probably going to bed. Shoot the shit here with Max for a little bit. No fun to make joke if I get the store. Well, that's the whole point. I like money. I could make. You want a keychain? It could be a collector's edition someday, 500 years from now, when I'm just an AI. Anyway, that would be funny. You ever think about that, Max? Someone's gonna make an AI of me someday. They're gonna have young me, pre-COVID me, and post-COVID me. It's gonna be different flavors of AI. What version of me do you want? They're gonna spawn all three of us in a room, and we're all gonna argue with each other at this. Think about how cursed that would be. Yo, I'm gonna be like 89 years old. I'm gonna be like Woods in Black Ops 2. 89 years old, just ancient. Some dude's gonna come in and like make me log into the Matrix, and that's gonna be my hell. They're gonna turn up the flux light speed, so like 1,000 years passes in the simulation, but only a minute passes in real life. And I'm just gonna have to listen to all my fucking versions yell at me about old stuff, and I'll just be like, dude, what year is it? And then young me will be like, it's 2013. And then a college age me will be like, it's 2017. And then modern me will be like, go fuck yourself. It's 2025, you old fuck. And just it's gonna be hell. I'm just gonna be in a hell of my own making. Well, not really. Someone will put me in there, but you get the point. And then when I'm 40, I'll get to listen back to how I sounded when I was like 10. Not 10. How young was I? 13. Think about that. Assassin's Creed 2 is like the earliest commentary I think I ever did on the channel. So you could literally, I don't know, when did I make that shit? You gotta look back to when I got that achievement on Xbox. That's how crazy long ago that is. Whenever I got the achievement on Xbox, Assassin's Creed, did I put 2 or did I put II? I have no idea. You know how many Assassin's Creed videos I have on the fucking channel? 308. And that's putting Assassin's Creed 2 in the title, so it's actually more. I probably have over 1,000 Assassin's Creed videos on the fucking channel, in case anyone's wondering. Maybe. Hang on. This will be the last thing I do, I swear. And then I'm out of here for sure. Alright. January 1st, 2010. Assassin's Creed 2 Playthrough Part 1. My first playthrough with full commentary is the newly released Assassin's Creed 2. I want you to think about the words that make up the very threadbare description of this video. Think about those. Think about that for a minute.
Okay, sup guys. This is Spray and Pray here, and we're gonna play some Assassin's Creed 2 tonight. This is New Year and is 11:03. So
I did it on New Year's. Holy fuck! Oh my god, that's crazy. Oh, that's so cursed. Okay. Now I'm just sad. Holy shit. I'm old, dude. Why? What happened? 15 years ago. Okay. So technically, this is 2009 I recorded this. That's hilarious, dude. Okay. All right, I'm really done now. I'm out of here, y'all. I need a beer. Yeah, I need to go to bed.